Hey, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and welcome. It is that time once again. It is our favorite time of the week. That's right, that makes it Tuesday. Now, whoever thought that you would sit back and relax and actually start looking forward to a Tuesday? Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I have been dying for these Tuesdays now because they have been absolutely fantastic, fabulous, and amazing. And this Tuesday is absolutely no exception whatsoever. Sit back, relax, get ready because tonight, let me tell you what I got for you guys tonight. Buckle up. Tonight's special guest is at home on the farm or running around in terror, from things that go clank to serving ale to patrons with some stank. Ooh, this variety streamer does it all with a smile and an infectious laugh, always happy to have their community drop in during those tense moments to be led around while worrying about their blue knees. You know, you won't want to miss a moment of the shrieks to curses if you are especially mean to those undiluted blue eyes moments. Well, then somebody's going to definitely have their glasses removed and are not going to be happy with you. A big fan of supporting their friends while they're never without a kind word to say about anyone showing up on their stream. Easy on the eyes and delicate on your ears, even when they're screaming in fear. You won't want to miss a solid moment of this spooky, gloomy, and delightfully happy variety streamer presenting to you tonight's extra special guest, the always moving, grooving, and babbling Rambling Danny. Rambling Danny, welcome to Talk Tuesday.
Hello. You're starting early, Nori.
It's what I do. It's what I do. Welcome in, welcome in. So, this is Talk Tuesday. For those of you who are new around here, just getting in here or don't know the rules. We have redeems down in the corner that lets you redeem. You can ask whatever question you want. I see a Red Fox Heritage has already popped in saying hi. We'd love to see our Foxy. So you can redeem that to ask any questions that you want. As the questions come in, I'm going to tell you not to bother trying to keep up with them. Sometimes they come in fast, furious, and absolutely mind-boggling machine gun style. Don't even worry about it. That's my job to keep up with those. You just sit back, relax, look amazing, and we'll be just fine. All you have to do is answer the questions. And if you get asked a question you don't want to answer, it's perfectly fine to say no. We will skip it, move on. We'll think nothing about it. It never happened. Doesn't count. So you only have to answer any questions that you want. I'm sorry, Zoda. I don't care how much you beg. Credit card numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all you get. Occasionally we will get
Zoda, it's not going to
help. Occasionally we will get some funny questions that come through here, and by funny questions, I say people will put them in there, and I might just be of a mood to just answer them in the most ridiculous way possible and save you the painful agony of having to even listen to me read them out. So in which case, when that happens, feel free to jump in. You're welcome to make fun of them just right alongside with me, or you can chastise me and tell me that I've been a bad boy. It's fine however you want to do it, but you have any questions?
No questions.
No. Well, then, without any further ado, I won't keep your amazing crowd that's dying to see and speak with you from you any longer. We'll cut you loose. I do get the first couple questions, so they're still going to have to wait a little bit. But all that aside, officially, there's a Rambling Dandy, and she's on Talk Tuesday. Welcome in. Exclamation puzzle in chat will get you guys a link. A link to the puzzle if you're interested in doing it. We have a special Halloween themed puzzles that's just as sweet as our guest is. So, feel free to dive in. The look on her face at that one. Ooh, you.
Fine. I've got my own records. I'm keeping tabs. And I'm just going to just keep tabs right here by myself. I got my book. I'm ready.
You got your book. You're ready, huh? It is a beautiful Danny, right? We all love to see it.
Oh,
it is.
See.
is absolutely fantastic. So, we'll kick you off with the first discussion. First question of the evening. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
You look ready.
Shoot. Mm-hmm.
I don't have any guns. Sorry, I can't do that. That being said, what caused a rambling Danny to suddenly decide to get up and hop onto Twitch and start streaming to be the amazing and fantastic streamer that they are today? What was the initial cause of that?
Wow, okay. I was not expecting that as a start. You're just coming out strong. About 4 years ago, 3 years ago, I wanted to start streaming, and I was married at the time, and I didn't feel comfortable streaming with my ex around me. So I kind of just sat on the back burner, and whenever I had time, I started building up, learning how to use OBS, doing all those things, getting my initial setup ready. And I just kind of sat on it for a while. I did a couple of really, really short little YouTube things, just trying to get a feel for it. And then last year, August, my divorce was finalized, and I moved to a new town. I was like, cool, I got a new computer, or I ordered a new computer. Baldur's Gate 3 came out, and I met a amazing, amazing person called M, who is in New Zealand, and they were like, would you like to do a Baldur's Gate 3 run with me? And I was like, I'd love to. I've got a Twitch account, but I don't stream. And Stream Together had just become a thing at that point. And they were like, well, I'll stream it, and then you can just guess. So I ended up waking up at like 6:30 every Tuesday and Thursday, just to stream on her channel with her, and kind of built up my base there until my own computer arrived. And then I was like, everything's ready. I've got my setup done. It was saved on my Google Drive, got everything installed, and went live. Just ready and waiting.
Hey, Miles, welcome in.
Miles, hello, lovely.
Absolutely fantastic. You came in at the right time, Miles. We're right at the point where we're learning on what it takes to get this fantastic streamer into the business. And they were telling us how they got their start. Now, you said, I guess, is that their full Twitch name? It's just M?
No.
Okay.
I don't even think they're streaming anymore. They were studying for their like 4th degree, I think. And in software engineering, they went through like different degrees, and then they decided to go into software engineering, and they'd just gotten a new job. So I'm not even sure if they're actually streaming anymore. Nice. I haven't seen them go live in a long time.
I was going to say, do you still interact with this person that drug you out onto the scene?
We occasionally poke each other on TikTok. Mostly. If any of you have seen Libby pop into my chats or my streams, Libby was like the third tripod of our tripod. Libby does not stream either. So I speak a lot more to Libby than I do with M because of the time difference. So
right.
Time zones suck. I've said this so many times today. Time zones suck. I do not like it. Okay?
Time zones are what they are. You know, you can't get away from them. Unfortunately, they are a thing because we can't all be up at the same time during the day. That would be a temporal impossibility.
I just let me be grumpy at the time zones, please.
We just need to move you. That's all. We just pick you up and move you. It's fine.
A piece.
We just let me just reach into Discord. We'll just grab you and pick you up, and we'll just relocate you. It's easy. It's fine.
Let's do it. I'm here for it.
That's fantastic. Well, I'm speaking for myself. I can't speak for everybody, but I can at least speak for myself in the fact that we are absolutely thankful that your friend M decided to drag you out and onto the streams.
Out of the ether. It's kind of materialized in the middle of the communities, and I was just like, "Hi, I'm here now." So
I think
yeah.
a lot of us happen that way, though. A lot of us just kind of show up and hi, we're here now. I
Hmm.
do think I do find it's interesting so learning where the connection points are. Like that's one of the big. It's one of the reasons I do this particular show every week is I'm always been fascinated with how people meet each other and how they interact with each other and how you can go from this person who's never heard of anybody part of the community to somebody that's way over here on the other side of the world, and you're like, hey, I know who this person is. And you're like, wait, how do you know who they are? You don't even live remotely close to them. You're somewhere way off in the far reaches.
Degrees
Um,
of separation.
oh yeah, Kevin Bacon. It's always fantastic. I remember the days of Kevin Bacon. Okay. Fantastic. All right. Second question. You don't catch a break around here.
No, no break needed. No break needed. My chair would cooperate. I'd be fine. But yes, let's do it.
No, your chair doesn't cooperate. It never cooperates.
Never.
Uh,
It never cooperates.
Rambling Danny. It's an interesting name. How'd you come by it?
It was actually a taunt that I kind of flipped. When I was, I mean, there's a lot of us in the community, all the communities, just in general. When you get excited by something and you end up fixating and rambling about it, and you get really excited about it. And there was this group of people who I thought were friends at the time, and I found them joking about it behind my back, calling me Rambling Danny. That was their nickname for me, because I always got so excited about the new recipe I was learning, or the new hobby I was doing, or the new game I was playing. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I was like, they're not wrong, but I don't see it as a bad thing. So yeah, I just kind of took it and
So
made it
am I
my own.
to assume that you changed your name to Rambling Danny, i.e., it was something else originally, or has it always just been Rambling Danny?
Always been Rambling Danny. I've had this since I've used it as a online thing since I think I was 17, 18. It's a word. Yes, Foxy. Yes. Yeah, it's like I literally have the original. Like you see a lot of people online names that have like numbers at the
Mhm.
end and things like that. I've literally
Yeah.
on every social platform I have Rambling Danny, no extras, because it's just always been there. Like I think I remember the first email address I ever had was in like 1997, 98, and I was living in Zambia at the time, and webmail had just come out. And not webmail. No, it was webmail. Was it webmail or hotmail? Hotmail? It was hotmail.
Hotmail.
Hotmail. Okay,
Webmail
but
had
keep in
been out
mind
for
this
a
is
while.
well, I mean, I was like 9, okay, 8. So this was a big step in my life. And my brother, who was part of those cool, edgy teenagers with the internet back then, he used the handle hard drive, which was thinking old school hackers. Um, so he told me I need to think really hard, hard. And this is, I know telling the story is going to come back and bite me. Um, I had to think really, really hard. And please keep in mind this happened a long time before any of the books. But my favorite time, my father was like, choose your favorite time of day. And it's dusk, isn't it? And I'm like, no, no, no. I like twilight. So I had twilight at hotmail.com. Except I was
Wow.
9, and I couldn't spell. So for a year and a half until I realized it, my email address was twitlight at hotmail.com. And from then on, I was very, very careful about the names I chose for online use. Very careful.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Aqua,
Hi
hi.
Aqua. Welcome in, Aqua.
We have a
It's
pair
just
of
one of those. You're like,
siblings.
yes, I went with Twilight. I'm like, oh yeah, that'll come back to haunt you. That'll come back
Yeah.
to haunt you something fierce, especially when that movie went popular. Are you a
I try
sparkly
not to think
vampire?
about it. Thank God it was 20 years too soon. Like it was 22 years before all of that shenanigans happened.
Now, interesting enough, had you gone in on the ground floor of stuff like that, and would have required that you
Mhm.
had been old enough and even knew something like this was on the horizon to come out. But
Mhm.
had you had kept actually done a email and a DNS record for Twilight,
Yeah.
you could have made a mint
Buttload
selling
of
that.
money.
Oh yeah,
Buttload of
oh yeah.
money. Mm-hmm.
Like that was a big thing way back in the day when the .com boom was. Like
Oh
everybody was
yeah.
running out and buying up whatever DNS names they could think of to get their
Yeah.
hands on it to get ahead of people.
A few people had a few people I still know today. They got their start in like high school, buying up like DNS names and domain names and stuff like that,
Mhm.
and then flipping it and selling it from
Hi,
there.
Jam.
Gem, 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 gem. I hope you know, Gem. Every time I say gem, 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 I always do the head thing. I always go gem, gem, gem. So now you know. You can visualize it whenever you see it.
I will not give you the hi, Jam. I will not give you the visuals that I gave Squirrel and her cousin. So there's actually a visual that goes along with all the spamming that I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay,
no.
now I'm curious. Now I'm curious.
Mm-mm.
Now
No.
I need to know.
They
Come
call it the
on,
shake weights.
please.
No,
The shake weights.
the shake weights.
Okay. I
Well,
have a
okay.
visual in my head either way.
I get in there and I spam the names.
Uh-huh. Yes.
And I actually can say them as fast as they're spammed out. So like that's not even a gimmicky thing. That's like that. I
Mhm.
absolutely could bounce around the room.
Yes. I'm honored. I'm honored to have seen that. It will never leave my brain. That was golf clap
The shake weights.
all around.
They call it
That
the
was
shake weights
amazing.
because that's exactly how I just kind of relax my jaw and let the shake weights do the rest of the work for me. It's great.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get a headache from smiling so much.
Oh no, the horror. The horror.
It'll be all right. It's fine. It's fine.
I have watermelon gin fizz. Everything will be fine.
Aha. Starting early, I see. I guess it's kind of late for you.
Early? I'm well into the evening, okay? I behaved myself all day. I was so good. So let me have my gin.
You behaved?
Yes, I did. I swear.
Mm.
I am a fucking angel. Complete and utter angel. Shush.
You couldn't even say it with a straight face.
That is besides the point. That is besides. It is not sus.
It is sus.
Smells.
Very sus. Absolutely sus.
Me?
Yes.
I'm not sus.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let me see. I can't say it. Nope.
Yeah. Go ahead. Try it. I dare you.
All right. Okay. I'm a complete angel. You can trust me.
You're right.
No, never gonna work. Never gonna work. I can't. My eyes go too big, and it's too sus. My eyes are sus. Simple as that.
Never gonna give it up.
Say nothing. Say nothing.
Wow, exactly, right? So Red Fox would like to know, what are your top 5 video games.
Oh dear. Foxy, starting off with an easy one, huh? My eyes are the problem, not the observed behavior.
Not
My
wrong.
observed behavior is fine. Okay.
Oh no.
It's
No,
just
no.
that
There's anything fine about that observed behavior. It gives away everything. Your eyeballs read like an open book. I'm sorry.
I do realize how much I suck at poker. I cannot, for the love of, I cannot play poker. I can't.
No.
Even with like a deadpan face, my eyes just give everything away. I can't lie. Okay. Yeah, this is true, Foxy. All right. Let's see. Top 5 game. Are we talking about in replayability or just any game that I've ever played? Like, I need to be specific here. Because the list might change depending on if it's something I want to replay, or something that you played through once and it's just once is brilliant but enough. And no, I'm not talking about Madison. I'm not talking about that game. Let's see.
Oh, you didn't enjoy Madison? You look like you were having so much fun in that game.
It was a fucking blast.
All I
To my
heard
psyche.
I heard
ever.
nothing but screams of pure pleasure the entire time.
I am officially worried. Just saying. I am officially worried. Okay. Top 5 games ever. Okay. I'm not gonna give them. Do you want them? I'm not gonna give them in order because I
whatever
suck
order
with
you
those
want.
kind of orders. All right. But the one that comes to the top of my list immediately is Hollow Knight. I had been looking for a game like Hollow Knight for such a long time, and the music for that game, the artwork, the story, just all of it, the whole game. I've played it so many times. I've played that game so many times. I would put Baldur's Gate as a whole, so 1, 2, and 3 in there. But I hate Thaco. And if you don't know what Thaco is, you're very lucky.
What is it with people and their hatred of Thaco?
I don't like Thaco. It was fine when we were playing, when Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 when it was there, and that was all you knew. Great. But we've come a long way, and change is important. Change is good. Embrace the change, Nori. Embrace the change.
Bullshit. There are some good changes. All they've done is just confuse the shit out of the roll. Like, there was nothing wrong with Thaco to begin with. Wasn't anything wrong with it. I could roll a d20 and know exactly whether or not I hit and what armor class I hit based on the number I rolled on that dice. It was easy.
I mean,
if you're a fighter, 10 splits you right in the middle. If you roll under a 10, you miss. If you roll over a 10, hey, you might have hit something. Or, yeah.
Okay, let me rephrase that to, I personally dislike Thaco. Okay. But the game itself, 1, 2, and 3, masterclasses. So Baldur's Gate, the whole series goes in there as a whole. Okay. So Hollow Knight, Baldur's Gate series. Foxy, I'm gonna have to put Detroit Become Human in there because you made me play that game, and that game made me rethink so many things. Let's see.
That game ruined her life, she just said. I heard that.
It did not ruin my life. It just made me question some of the moral choices that I made and what I actually wanted to make that I felt couldn't be put onto live Twitch. Okay, so two more. I do like my cozy gaming a lot. Like a lot. We know this. Yep. And a lot of people would probably say Stardew and all that, but mine's a little bit older than that, and I still have the emulator on a DS emulator on my computer, and that's Harvest Moon Grand Bazaar, which, like very many other Harvest Moon games and Stardew Valley type games, it's a farming sim, but it used the mechanics differently. So there was like a freshness mechanic. So you couldn't keep things in a chest indefinitely or in your backpack indefinitely. You had to upgrade your fridge and all those things. And as the freshness level dropped, the cost of the cost you could use it, its value dropped until it just spoiled. So you couldn't sell things to a shop in town. You had to wait for the bazaar at the end of the week that you had a booth at to sell your stuff. So you had to plan how you catch things, when you catch things, how much time you have to make things, because you couldn't just pop it into like a machine or cook it in the kitchen immediately. Some of the products, like the things had to ferment, and that they had to use these windmill mechanics. And because it was DS, it had a microphone attachment. So you could blow into your microphone to make the windmill process your products faster. And it was just the way that they used every single mechanic. Don't do it, Nori. Don't do it, Nori. Don't do it, Nori. Don't do it, Nori. You guys can't see this, but Nori is bent over, raking in his chair right now. And that is not my fault. That is not my fault. Okay.
It is your fault. It is your fault. You're the one who's got the image in my head of a rambling Danny. Big poofy cheeks the whole night. Oh yeah. That's definitely your fault. I'm holding you accountable for that one.
But you have to like admit that the whole mechanic. These farming games have gotten so much easier and so much chilled now. They don't have that kind of harsh mechanics in them that you have to really plan how you're going to do things. And I really like that. So that was my number 4. And still, he's literally bent in two. Posture check, Nori. Posture check.
Just sitting here like, breathe, Danny, breathe. I am breathing.
Never gonna let me forget that. Never gonna let me forget that.
Nope.
Okay, I need one more. Need one more. Ah, fuck. There's so many games. Why can't I choose one?
I can also see her just as quickly going, I'm never playing this game again. And no, you can't play it on my console. You'll spit all over it again.
Okay, here's the thing though. Let me burst your bubble real quick, okay? I never had a DS. I always played it on an emulator. So I never got to utilize the wind blow mechanic at all. However, I did watch my friends do exactly what you described on theirs. And this is why I never played it on their consoles, because they just about swallowed the thing, even though it wasn't actually attached. It was just a little hole on the side of the console. And I guess the Pokemon games, the original ones, like the ones that were on Game Boy before Game Boy Color came out, the black and white one. So I'm talking like the original red, yellow, and blue. Those were fantastic. I remember we didn't have walkthroughs or things at that time, and like hacks and cheats and stuff got spread by word of mouth and whispered in back alleys at schools. And I was the first person in my school to find missing number, the little glitch that was on Cinnabar Island on the little. And I remember I was never a popular person at school. I mean, and I remember having people come up to me. No, I was the one people came to if they wanted their ex cursed. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe that either.
No, very true. Very true. Yeah. School was interesting. Let's go with interesting.
Interesting.
Okay.
It
was interesting. But yeah, people came to me to talk about Pokemon, and I actually got to meet some people. Keep in mind, my schooling experience in South Africa was very, vastly different to how it was when I was living outside of South Africa. So my schooling experience in Zambia, where I had most of my schooling outside of the country, was fantastic. It was amazing. I had great friends. It was a really amazing experience. The minute I set foot back in South Africa, I was so used to that world. It took a lot for me to adapt to the new world that I was in. And it did not go well. People in South Africa were very blinkered still at that point. So it did not go well.
I'm
Caddy.
sorry.
Caddy Asodian. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, that's my
Caddy
five.
student.
This is the 5. Somewhere in that jumble of rambling is your 5. Somewhere. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Do we count it? I guess we'll count it.
What do you
We'll
mean
let her slip
we
by
count
like
it?
that.
Pokemon! It's a game. It counts. Counts. I didn't say Candy Crush or any of those games, so that would have been a hard pass. No, I have never played Candy Crush in my life, so don't judge me. I've never downloaded it, not once. Thank you, Foxy. See, Foxy counts it. It counts.
So Candy Crush was one of those games that Candy Crush is one of those games that I hear all the commercials for it and be like, I could have done that voice. That'd have been very easy.
Yes. Yes. Still trying to get you onto TikTok properly.
Sugar Crush. I can do that. It's easy. Whatever. Get me on a TikTok. Why are you trying to get me on TikTok?
Book talk.
Oh, I wouldn't even have the first idea where to even start with that mess. You're like, you should do book talk, and everything I looked for that, like, no, they don't actually have any guys reading anything over there. I'm like, that doesn't work.
I know. But now there are some audiobook companies that are on Book Talk who are finding people on there that have the voice and are hiring them. So,
well, and I'm actually in conversations with some audiobook stuff right now myself. So
yes.
I'm about to say book talk.
It is a known quantity.
No.
Look, it's a pumpkin, and I see a ghost, and I see a skeleton.
Ghosts and goblins. Yes.
Remember us when you're famous. Yes.
What are you talking about? Me famous? You guys are the ones who've been famous long before I am. I'd just be glad if you're continuing talking to me after everything's all said and done with. Like, oh, look, they still didn't talk.
Always.
It's fantastic. Dope Games would like to know, which upcoming game release are you most excited about?
It's been 84 years and we're still waiting for it. Silksong from Team Cherry. Hollow Knight sequel.
I was like, that sounds familiar. I should know this one. Sounds familiar. Where do I know that one from?
Still waiting.
I'm like, yep. That's where it's from.
Yep, still waiting. I want to play as Hornet. Please give me the needle. Not that needle. Her weapon is called Needle. Just
you just want a little prick, right?
I will tell the chat, I intentionally put on paler foundation because I knew I was going to be bright red this entire interview. And now I'm worried that I didn't use enough. I should have just face painted like white completely and gone with Halloween makeup. That would have been a good plan.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Yes. Scully! It's the one thing I really miss from Madison is Scully. I miss Scully. Scully was nice. Scully was my friend.
You can borrow my paleness.
Yes, please. Okay, I'm pretty pale as it is, but the bright red kind of end up looking,
See, I just cheat. I've got a beard.
and just
See, it works like a charm. Look, see, covers it right on up. Can't see it anymore.
lies.
You don't have enough
you
there.
lie. You lie. You lie.
You just don't have enough hair. That's all that is. I mean, that's
I have more than enough hair. It's just it has a
that's
mind
a
of its
pretty
own.
normal problem for most young teenage boys too. They always complain they don't have enough hair.
I'm sorry. I think my balls are in the wrong place.
It's all right. It's all right.
One day.
So
one day.
beyond running around as the Needler with a little prick, any other particular games that you're looking forward to that may be coming out on the near horizon?
There are quite a few. I was literally just looking. There's Tales of the Shire that's coming out that I'm very interested in. You play a hobbit, and I mean, that's pretty cool.
I hope they do that better than they did the Mines of Moria.
I think they're going to. It looks very cozy. It really does. There is also another one that I'm very much excited about, and I can't remember the name. Part of me wants to quickly open my Steam because I have a wish list of games that are.
If it makes your life easier, go for it.
It does. Fine. It will, because memory is hard. Memory is hard. I have 38 games on my wish list at the moment.
Only
and top
38?
of the list is yes, because I bought a couple on the sale recently. Moving swiftly along. Okay, so top of the list is Silksong. Silksong has been at the top of the list for a while. I added it on the 1st of August 2023. Okay. It is there. It is ready. All right. Let's see. Those are all currently available. I did do the demo for this game a little while ago, and that's We Harvest Shadows, which was the farming game, but it's set in the Appalachian Mountains, and there are skinwalkers and things that go bump in the night. That it's amazing. It was great. There is another one that I just did a demo with as well. Words, Danny, words. Where is it? Whispers of the Eyeless, which is a. How do you explain this? It's not a deck builder or anything. It is a. How do they describe it here? Adventure RPG strategy game, right? So you are basically. You're trying to revive the dead gods. Very culty. And you are kind of like you have to grow your sanctum, which is underneath the city, and trade in secrets and, build up a temple, and you have to make so it's like a management system, but at the same time there's battle included. But the battle system is something I haven't seen in a while, and once again, the artwork is on point. It is fantastic. And they're doing a new testers patch soon. So demo's not available for it, but I do have access to it, and I'm very, very thankful that it's one of those games that I have been given the privilege to play before other people, because I do feel like it is a privilege when you get access to a game that no one else does, or very few amount of people have access to, and you can go, this is fantastic, and you can encourage the developers, and you can if they ask you to do this, you can go, cool, I'll do that. Sure. Let me play it more. The demo, I think I've played like 20 plus hours of the demo. The replayability value is insane. This is madness. I'm so excited about this game.
Well, that's good. Yes. I mean, as long as it's got replayability, that's important.
Yeah, that would be my one. Whispers of the Eyeless. That is what I'm looking forward to.
Now, you've said it. You've said it a couple times, and I've actually heard you talk about it a lot on your streams too. Exactly, how much does the artwork of a particular game mean to you? Like, are you
So much.
concerned about the artwork or about the graphics? Like, is it how close to realism they can get, or is it no? As
Mm,
long as it's got a unique and individualized like look and feel to the game.
I am,
Because some games can be
yeah.
hand drawn, some games are like 3D rendered. Like, is
Mm,
there like a particular thing that you look for specifically when you start talking like that?
I am a fan of hand-drawn artwork for games, very much so. So, and hand-drawn has a lot of meanings here. So it depends on the type of game. So Hollow Knight was also a hand-drawn game, but obviously digitally. Then you've got, I mean, they're all digitally done, granted, most of them anyway. But it depends on what the game is. So when you look at something like Detroit Become Human, that game was absolutely flawless. But you won't
Mm-hmm.
hear me say I like the artwork of this game. You'll hear me say the graphics of this game are amazing. It looks so real. You can see the pores on the face, the colors in the iris. I will specify that it's the graphics and the way it's been designed and rendered that looks amazing. Games that have hand drawn graphics or are, you can see the artist's personality, you can see the type of the game, like Fran Bow or a new game I'm playing now, Prim. The artwork styles are very distinct, and it's not hard to know that there's a very small team working on that because they've all managed to get their style down to one particular thing. It's like knowing off the top of your head when you see a movie that's a Tim Burton movie. It's a very distinct style, and certain games have that artwork style that just make me go. I had no idea what this game Prim was about, but I saw a picture of it, and I went, I'm buying that game. I bought it 2 days later when it dropped. I had no idea what it was about. Absolutely none. I had no idea, but I was like, I need more of the artwork. Done.
Now, you took a really big risk because, for all you know, you could have got your hand on something really saucy.
I mean, what's your point? I have an
I mean,
itch.io
I have
account, so I mean,
seen I have seen some of the games offered up on Steam, and if you're just
yeah.
based on just picture alone,
Oh yeah. Look,
some of the
like I
games you're
said,
like,
I've got
oh,
a
this looks perfectly fine. Next thing you know, you're like, why am I staring? That
again.
the
What's your
bow
point?
chicka wow wow. Okay.
I have no I have an itch.io account, and if anyone who knows what itch.io is, um, a lot of those games are they are special games, and there's a one game on there, and I cannot remember the name of for the life of me. I can't remember the name, but I'm talking like Detroit Become Human realism for the
hmm
graphics. It had an amazing storyline, but it was basically porn.
Okay.
Like, like you could skip the
I
scenes if you wanted to. But they were interactive. But the
I I
storyline and the
I love
graphics
you to
were
death,
fantastic.
but the minute somebody says it had a great plot, but it was porn, there was no plot. It's just porn.
But there was a thing. This game came out, and I'm pretty sure because that movie Ready Player One was based on a book, right?
Yes.
So this game came out before Ready Player One came out. And I'm pretty sure whoever the developer was read that book and made their own twist on that. Um, but when I say that, I literally when I realized what the game was, I was skipping through the scenes because I'm like, I need to know what happens to this character. I need to know what happens here. And there were only two chapters available of the game because it was done in chapters.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still on the wish list waiting for chapter 3. I still have to know what happened to my favorite character. I'm invested years later. Okay, if there's Bao Chikawawa happening in that game, fine. You have it, enjoy it, whatever have you. I need to know what happens to my characters. The writing was amazing. It was really well done. And the dev team or the single dev, they obviously put enough work into this that some people, sure, they're playing it for the Bow Chicka Bow Wow, but other people are not.
I just love the fact that you're keeping up with the Bow Chicka Wow.
Of course, keeping up with the Bow Chicka Bow Wow. I love saying it. I like saying it. Bow Chicka Bow Wow.
I am so clipping this later on.
Fuck. Don't you
anybody want a copy of this soundbite? Let me know. I will send it to you when I get it done. It won't take long.
No. No. He begged. Mouse. Fucking watching you.
I don't know why you yelling at people. You know that stuff. You know that happens. That is like a regular. That is like a guaranteed thing, right? You don't tell chat, don't clip this. The minute you say,
I'm not telling chat not to clip it. I'm asking you not to clip it.
Oh, you might as well hang that one up.
You actually have an emote for don't clip that? Really? I need that emote.
It probably doesn't do him any good. That's like a guaranteed clip this moment call. Like there's a clip on my channel where Zoda was like, don't clip that, and it got clipped.
Of course it did. Of course it did. Of course it did.
That is like rule number one. You say you don't want something clipped, then if you don't want it clipped, you honestly don't want it showing up on a clip, then what you do is you say nothing about it. Nothing.
I apologize for the bags under my eyes, but my glasses are annoying me now, so I'm taking them off.
Oh, that's all right. We get unfiltered look at those pretty blues. I'm all good with that.
So I'm going to keep looking down so you'll see just a little bit. Just a smidgen.
That doesn't work out so well for you because it just reddens up the rest of your cheeks.
God damn it. God damn it! This is how this whole thing is gonna. This is how this whole thing is gonna go. Anyway.
Not at all. Not at all. We've had some very serious conversations. What are you talking about? It's just fine. It is just fine.
I'm looking at the pumpkins, and they are looking fantastic.
Mm-hmm. They're looking tasty.
Nom 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 nom.
Are you a big pumpkin fan?
I am. We don't get them as often here. We don't get orange pumpkins. We only get the white pumpkins here. They have to like specially be grown or imported, and it's only in like the major cities that you can, at like one or two big like fruit and veg stores, you can find the orange pumpkins for Halloween. We have a lot of butternut squash, I guess. We just call them butternuts.
Yes, butternut.
Yeah,
that's what we call them, butternut.
Butternut. Mm-hmm.
That's right.
We have
better butternut. We have not, but we'll get to that one.
Lots of butternuts. Yeah, I do. We have a lot of traditional recipes here and foods that use butternut and pumpkin, but mostly butternut because pumpkin isn't always available. So, yeah.
I have like no issues with butternut. I actually like butternut squash.
I love it.
Good stuff. It is good stuff.
I always have I always have a portion of at least 1 or 2 portions of butternut with cinnamon and brown sugar, cooked, mashed, and then frozen because it's such a quick little side dish to have. Zen, hi. Hello.
Yo, Zen. Welcome in. Enjoy your Scarefest.
Yes.
Such a good time. Always such a good time. Though I can't think of. Now, in some of your previous earlier streams, when I first started watching, you spent a lot of time running around in Lethal Company. Just past that phase now, or looking for a new group, or?
I think I needed to take a break from it as well. Would love to find a new group. I really enjoyed Lethal Company once I stopped being scared. At that point, I started playing Lethal Company because it was the first game I could play, and I mean, you can ask from like the first couple of times I played it, I did not leave. I did not leave. I was afraid. That game still, there's parts of that game that still scare me, but I'm a lot less scared now.
Mm-hmm.
As you learn the game. But yeah, when I started, like that was the level of scare I could play was Lethal Company. That was my level. Not anymore though, evidently. Thank you, Mels.
So
Thank
brave.
you. And one day I shall make you butternut soup because mine is legendary. It's like 3rd generation recipe, so
Ooh.
it's fantastic. I also have a recipe for spaghetti bolognese from my grandfather that takes 3 days to make the sauce, a 5-kilo bag of onions, and a bottle of whiskey.
Well, you've done it up right there. You just said whiskey. You don't care about anything else. That's it. We got whiskey. We're good.
For those of you who don't know, I am Italian and Portuguese by heritage. I have a lot of family recipes. A lot.
We're going to make a sauce that's got whiskey in it. Just skip everything else. Just give me the whiskey. That's my sauce. We're good.
Well, okay, so I have a very vivid memory of my grandfather, and this is my mother's father. And it's I only have 2 memories, real memories of him, because he passed when I was very young. But he was old school Italian. So he had that like 3-pronged stool, the high stool that he sat in front of the stove on top of, and one of those giant pots that took up all 4 burners on the stove. And he would sit. Now he used to mix his whiskey. A sauce for the sauce, yeah. He would sit in front of that book, in front of that stove with a book, and his bottle of whiskey, and a 2-liter thing of milk, and his jug, and he would mix his milk with his whiskey, and then it'd be 2 dashes for him, a dash for the sauce, and he'd just sit and read and like stir it occasionally. And
that sounds like the perfect ratios.
My brother and I would we were not allowed in the kitchen. Kids were not allowed in the kitchen for anything. If you were hungry, you knocked on the side of the kitchen like doorway, the panel, and whichever adult was in the kitchen would get it for you. Kids were not allowed. And my brother and I and a couple of my cousins would cartoon sneak your head around the side just to watch him reading his book and stirring the sauce, waiting, because the whole house smelled like the sauce. It was great. Hey, Grim. Hello, lovely.
Yo, Grim, welcome in.
Yes. So, yeah. How did we get onto the sauces again? I'm so confused. I've had like 4 sips of my gin. I'm so confused about how we tangents. We're here for them.
Welcome to Talk Tuesday. This is a regular thing that happens on Talk Tuesday. I don't stop the conversation. I just let the conversation go where it wants to go. We sit back for the ride that is a Talk Tuesday.
We were talking about something, and then butternut soup, and then I told Mel to make soup, and then I was like, oh, right, okay. And then it was recipes, family recipes, Italian, Portuguese, and we got onto the 3-day sauce. Got it. Okay. Okay, it's fine. My brain just has to make connections, and it takes a little while. Just bear with me.
She got there in the end.
Fine.
She got there.
I did. I'm here. I'm present in the situation. Let's do it.
Let's see.
Game face.
Oh, we got some good ones lined up for you.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah. Oh
dear.
Skywalker, aka Gem. Gem would like to know, what video game world would you like to live in?
It's funny you should ask that. I literally thought about this today.
Hey, Cat Dad, welcome in.
Cat Dad! Hello, darling. I was playing Sunhaven today, and I know a lot of people are always like, Stardew. I love Stardew, I do. but I was grinding for levels because you actually have to grind for levels in this particular farming sim. And I was like, this would be the best cozy farming
See,
sim to be like in.
okay, here's the problem, right? Is you're like, I know everybody's
Yes.
like Stardew, Stardew, Stardew. Do you know what? Never played Stardew. I don't generally play these farming sort of sim games. So to me, I'm like, okay, it's a game.
Okay, well, you're the exception, not the rule. So that's not my fault. Okay, if you have not experienced the joy that is Stardew Valley, I mean, that's fine. But
It's not
Sunhaven.
my type of game because my type
Well,
of
there you
game
go.
involves some sort of like problem solving, and I like a lot of automation work and whatnot. And so I have
Fair
a
enough.
need to do like a lot of organizational based games and like farming simulator games. Like I
Yeah.
have no, nope. I'm out.
Nice. I there is something about that calms my brain because it's not just farming and going through the motions. For me, it's like something that I can actually, where the way my brain works allows me to succeed,
Hey,
which
go for
is
it.
something I don't get very often in real life. It only works occasionally. Um, and I can plan for long term in a way that works in the game. So yes, but with Sunhaven, there's different races you can choose, different professions you can choose. Um, you get lots of pets. I have a punk rat and a skeletal horse as my mount. It makes me very happy. Makes me very, very happy. And it's just this. So yeah, Jen, focusing back to your question. It would be Sunhaven. At this current point in my life, at this time where I am now, it would be Sunhaven. So I have words. I know how to English good, I swear. Sunhaven. Definitely Sunhaven. I know how to English, I swear. I am good with the
Uh-huh.
words. Mm-hmm.
Had nothing to do with the fact
Yep.
that we've got you completely flabbergasted at this point. Just
Shut
such
your
a
mouth.
fun word to say.
Flabbergasted.
Oh yes. I don't get to use that word very often, but it is such a fun word to say.
What is your favorite word, Nori?
Uh my absolute favorite word, just to be able to say it all the time, is sphygmomanometer. Um,
Wow.
just because it's a fun word to say, and it's
I
not
like.
it's not like you're like, oh yeah, kind of almost like ragamuffin. Ragamuffin's a good one. Yeah.
It's one of Cat Dad's favorite words, ragamuffin.
See, and Aqua, you're not. I would say you're not missing out on anything. Never playing Stardew. Now, you want to start talking about Portal or Portal 2 or any of the Portal series? I am here for that.
Portal's
Like,
great.
let's
Portal's
get
great.
down. We'll absolutely jam on that one.
Yes, I've watched Portal, but I was never allowed to play it. But I watched my brother play it, so I should probably play Portal actually, because I loved watching that game. Never actually played it though.
Peeps.
Peeps. Peeps. I've got
Peeps
a
is a
few
good
favorite
word.
words. Like I like discombobulated because I just like the way like saying it. I like saying discombobulated.
It's just a fun word to say, right?
It is. It is. But a word that I really like that doesn't get used enough, harridan. That woman is such a harridan.
Yeah.
I don't know why,
sorry, I was going through
but
my list of where would I use that word at, and I was like, yeah, I don't see that coming up in like general conversations. It's yo bees, welcome in.
this is why bees, 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 bees. How you doing, bees? And happy belated birthday again. Because I mean, I was there for your birthday, but again, happy birthday, and all those things, and congratulations again. I'm so happy for you.
Happy birthday to the bees.
Ooh, singing from Nori.
Not much of singing.
Yes. In order to discombobulate, one must first combobulate. Correct. And whimsical. Whimsical is another word. She was
Whimsical is fun, though.
whimsy.
I figure whimsical gets used a lot more.
It does, which is
Like,
why
that's
I
an
feel
easier.
hardened, because I wish I could use it more.
Right. Yeah. Whimsical is a good fun one. Ragamuffin, sphygmomanometer. Like you don't get I don't get very many opportunities to talk about a blood pressure cuff. I mean, that's what sphygmomanometer is. It's just the official name for a blood pressure cuff. It's just a fun word to say.
I hate them so much. They always make me pass out, especially the automatic ones. The manual ones are great, but the automatic ones, they make me go dizzy, like really dizzy. Always have. And yes, Mel's, you are correct. It is indeed what he used to refer to Elizabeth Swann. It's also used to describe Molly Weasley a lot in Harry Potter fanfiction. Don't mind me.
I'm a little concerned and impressed that you have that bit of trivia on the top of your head.
I have been reading Harry Potter fanfiction since 2006. Don't judge me. They are better than the original books. They are more creative, and they are written by better people. So, leave me to my fanfiction in peace. Okay?
Okay. As an avid anime fanatic and watcher, when we start talking about fan service videos, fan fiction, fan service, those words run similar in my head. And so when you start talking about Harry Potter fan fiction, I'm thinking Harry Potter fan service, and you're like Hermione, and I'm like, oh, okay. This is.
I have a few books to recommend you if you want that one.
No.
But as an avid anime watcher as well, I know exactly what you're talking about. And you know how hard it is trying to convince people that fan service is not hentai. There is a very, very large margin of error there that no one wants to listen to. Like, what are Food Wars, right? Because I can never pronounce the actual Japanese title. Is fan service not porn or hentai? And no one believes me. And it's such a good show, and the recipes are usable. I learned so much. Hey. Mostly fewer tentacles. That's BTS and not the boy band. If you don't know what BTS stands for, hi, I'm Danny. Welcome to my TED Talk. So
got
sorry.
Her riled up. No, you're fine. You're fine. Go for it. What we're here for. Like that is the essence of what Talk Tuesday is all about, right? Is for you to get up and have your TED Talks, for do whatever, go for it, go nuts. Because at the end of the day, Talk Tuesday is all about trying to help spread the word of individuals and let people meet and make a new friend. So go for it.
Well,
how many AO3 accounts do you have exactly?
I have one, and I never use it. I very rarely use it because I do not like the way AO3 has been designed, and their search functions suck ass and not in a fun way. I am a fanfiction.net girly, old school. I have one account there as well, which actually has some of my own fanfiction written on it. Will I tell you the name of that account? No, I will not. No, I will not. Full eye contact, Danny. There's a lot of that in this. I took the glasses off because they were getting in the way. And now the gin's starting to kick in. I'm 4 subs down, 5 subs down, 6 subs down.
She's just getting warmed up good, gentlemen.
It's good. It's so full. It's so full. Do you like my cup? It has old school Iron Man and old school Thor on it. Makes me happy.
AO3, bless and curse. Yes.
It's true.
Indeed. Indubitably.
True. That's another good word. Indubitably. Yes. Nerd. I am a nerd. Total and utter nerd. Geek too. Whatever you prefer.
The hypocrisy of it all. No. Aquafox would like to know top 5 locations you want to visit.
Okay. Japan. I'm going to say Scandinavia as a whole because otherwise that would take up the rest of the...
I'm going to rewind you back. Where in Japan? Japan's a lot of places to go visit.
Kyoto.
Why Kyoto?
It's the birthplace of the samurai.
Okay.
Okay, so I would like to do a full tour of Japan, like do a food tour and an onsen tour. So
Yeah, but I mean,
the
if
hot
you
springs
could
and all
only
those
go
things.
to like one place there in Japan.
Kyoto would be high on that list. But if there was only one place inside Japan, it would be the fish market. I can't remember where it is situated, in which town or city it is situated. There is one giant fish market that I want to go to. It's where they auction off the biggest tuna and the best tuna in the world. I want to go there. Give
Yeah, I
me
know what
free
you're talking about.
spending and a day in that place. You
Give
will
you free.
roll me out of there.
Look. We're not going to give you the GDP of the U.S. to go to Japan. It's just not going to happen for you to go to that fish market.
But yeah, okay. So Japan. I'm going to say Scandinavia as a whole. There is recently, I'm going to say recently, it's I think the last 6 years, a new temple to Odin was built in Norway, which I would like to go and visit. And then I want to go to. I got two left, but I only have. It's like fuck. Yes, thank you, Mel's. Yes. One of my friends works on the cruise ships, and he works security, and he had did multiple tours on the cruise ship as the fjords. I don't want to go on a cruise ship. However, I do want to go to the fjords. Like there's a little village town that's like right there, and they do like getaways and stuff, and you can see the fucking Northern Lights, and I want to see the Northern Lights. Getting very excited about travel. The other one were Ireland and Scotland, but I really kind of wanted to condense those because they're in the very similar, and you could just like hop over a border. So like I'll keep that as one, even though it's two separate countries. I know. Three technically, but besides the point. And then the last one would be Egypt. I want to go to Egypt. Always wanted to go to Egypt.
I was kind of like, do you like it hot? And I'm like, no, wait, this is Danny. Yeah, she likes it hot. Never mind. You'll be fine.
I'll be fine. I mean, we've had this discussion multiple times.
Dry.
I'll be fine.
It'll be a little dry.
A little dry, but I mean that's fine. As long
as you're not moving there, you'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Yeah, let me handle it for a week or so.
Yeah, see, exactly.
Take a little Mississippi boat down the Nile. They've got those old school Mississippi style boats.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh. Last time I went somewhere where it was really dry, I felt like I was literally suffocating because there wasn't any water in the air. I keep telling everybody, I'm like, you live in a high humidity environment and whatnot. You grow gills on the inside.
True.
Like, that's a thing.
Accurate. This is why I like high humidity. My hair.
I like my heat. I like my humidity. That way I can breathe.
Yes, agreed. I want a human-sized heating rock and lamp, please. And thank you.
No, okay. I was like, heating rock?
Reptile.
I'm not big on laying about on a hot rock.
I want it, but I can occasionally climb onto it and just like draw the warmth, and then I can carry on gaming. Yes.
I keep
have it all worked out.
I keep the door to my office closed, and the heat from my tower here produces enough warmth that my office is about anywhere from 2 to 5 degrees warmer than the rest of the house.
Nice.
So
very nice.
It stays very toasty warm in here. I've seen the fjords. I see a fjord every Sunday, actually. We go hang out with Brother Fjord.
Yes, Kata. You have the right idea.
Wait. Cat Dad says, oiled, muscular, shirtless men fanning and carrying her along the banks of the Nile on a grand palanquin.
Mhm. I mean, I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say no. I doubt it's gonna happen, but I wouldn't say no. Just use it, don't use it.
I see. Well, I see. That's how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's fine. It's fantastic. It's what we're here for. Yeah, I was just surprised for Japanese because if I'm going to Japan, then I am going for the anime town, which has now just slept my
Yeah.
brain. Huh?
Isn't it? No, it's not. It's not.
It's
It's by Shinjuku Station, isn't it?
yes.
Yeah.
It's
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Akihabara.
Akihabara. Look, this is why you're like one place, and I'm like, I would love to go to the anime place, but food is everything, and I am such a
So
huge.
But you can get
fan.
food in Akihabara. You can go to Akihabara and you can get food, but you can get maid service at Akihabara too.
I know, and cat cafes and all the things, and that's great. But it's
you want to go buy all the stinky fish so that it can spoil before you get it back home to cook it.
Who said anything about cooking? Firstly, who said anything about cooking? And secondly, who says I'm taking it home with me? No. That's not how this works. This is not how this works. Okay? That is not how it works. I like a lot of kids when they
I got you stirred up good. Go ahead. Give it to me.
So stirred up. Okay? I have such a okay, I'm gonna say infatuation. I'm gonna use the word infatuation with Japanese culture and cuisine. That I spent the longest hyperfixation I've ever had, which was 4.5 years, learning about cooking Japanese food and what the ingredients were like. I can't speak Japanese, okay? I can't read it, but you can put me into an Asian market and I will tell you exactly what ingredient is what by look and smell. Like it was the longest hyperfixation I have ever maintained. And now as I got older, I always incorporate some form of Japanese cuisine into my cooking, whether it's Italian or Portuguese or just budget throwing shit together. It's just become part of how I cook. So yes, I want to go to Japan to learn about the cooking, to go on a food tour. And I don't mean go to a fancy hotel. I mean go to the old little ramen shops that are three generations deep and go and sit on a bar stool and watch the little old lady or the little man making them and learn from their techniques. Just like that's what I want to do. I want to learn constantly want to learn.
Well, I think we all should be learning something new every day.
If you're not careful, you will.
Well, I mean, you should be learning something every day, and if you're not, then are you really?
You're doing it wrong.
You definitely are.
Sorry, I'm moving around so much because this chair hates me.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Yes. It's fine. It's fine.
Puzzle's looking good.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Yes.
It's getting there. Let's see. Red Fox Heritage says, you're playing a multiplayer game. You can choose 3 other people to play with you. Who are you picking?
Depends on the game. Immediately, it depends on the game. Because there are certain games that I would like to play with certain people, and there are other games that they won't play that I would like to play with other people. So it depends on the game. Are we playing a scary game? Are we playing a co-op game like Stardew? Or are we playing a cozy game?
To bed, back to work tomorrow. Have a good evening, Aqua. Thank you for dropping by.
It loves you. Have a good rest, darling.
Red Fox says this could be anybody. So in
Does
this
have to be
case,
a
I don't
known
think the
gamer.
game even matters. So just assume that
It's just
whatever game
people.
you decide to pick,
Okay.
they're going to play
Can
that game
it be
with you.
people I don't know? Can it be people I don't know that don't know me? Can it be
It
like
says
celebrities and
literally
shit?
anyone. She says literally anyone. So you can have
Fantastic.
anybody you
Okay.
want.
Fantastic. Okay. Celebrity edition. Celebrity edition. Anna Kendrick, Ryan Reynolds, Henry Cavill. Celebrity edition. Okay. That's celebrity edition. Non-celebrity edition. I would like to see my dad game once. Just once. I would like to get him gaming just once. And I will do that one day. And then with him, because see who would be a good I would do this would be family edition. It would be my father, my best friend of 26 years, and her husband. That would be chaos. It would be utter chaos. You're getting sets here. If you invite yes, Foxy, I will. If I manage to somehow contact Henry Cavill, I will make sure that when we play a 4-player game, you are one of those people then. Okay? I swear. You can clip this as proof. Yeah. I can't really just choose 4 people because there are people who are, I want to play certain games with, like I said in the beginning, and it just depends. I can't just choose 4 people. There are more than 4 people I want to play games with that I know that I can go.
The question says 3 people, not 4. 3.
3 people. Well, 3 people then. Still,
well, I mean,
that's even worse. That's even harder.
It makes sense, though, considering if you look at the game spread these days, most games are set up for a 4-man team, period.
Yeah. And
I don't know why they chose the 4-man team system. That has always irritated the crap out of me. Because I'm like, I don't have just like me and 3 other people I want to play with. I have me and like 5 other people or 6 other people.
Thank you. Like, I'm really looking forward to playing Demonologist with Mel's coming up.
Don't tell him that.
Well, he knows that.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to tell him that.
Why?
Well, then he gets too excited for it. If you get him too excited about it, then he pops the ghost early, and then that's it. The fun's all over with.
Fine, we can take a round 2.
It's fine. It's fine.
Ready and able. Ready and willing. So let's do it.
It's fine. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, 3 people. You're the one who broke it up into editions. You technically made this question harder for yourself.
That's because those people are never going to happen. I can't choose 3 people that I know. Like, I would have to say.
But I mean, the question says it pick 3 people, and then the asker question said literally anybody that you want. They were only looking for 3 people. You have now broken this thing up and made this a compounded question.
3 people I know. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Don't worry, Kate. I make it harder for everyone else too. Yeah, I'm not hurting people. It took you a minute, Nori.
No. I had another thought and I had to suppress. Sorry. Carry on.
No, why? Why?
No.
I thought that's what we're doing.
No.
Come on.
Nope.
Mm.
Nope.
Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay. Yeah, Foxy, I can't answer that question with people that are in like my circle of things because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. So I'm not going to answer that. Sorry. I do not want to cause any rifts anywhere.
I don't think it's necessarily like let's put this out here
choose
for
3 people,
no, but
and then one person wants me to choose them and I don't, then they're going to be sad, and I don't want people to be sad.
But no, and Foxy wasn't. Again, Foxy, we've gone back to the point where she's made this question harder for herself than what she needed to.
I gave you this already.
Yeah, she gave us the 3 already.
Henry Cavill, Ryan Reynolds, Anna Kendrick.
Yep. Yes, but then you were like Celebrity Edition, and then you start breaking up into Family Edition.
Yes, there's more than 3 people I want to play games with. This is hard. It's a hard question. You can't tell my brain to choose 3 people, whether I know them or not. I could do it Dead Edition too.
Yes, but the standard game edition means that you only get 3 other people outside of yourself.
No, Foxy, that's making it harder. I have multiple lists now. Multiple lists of 3. Like, that is that is harder. That makes it harder. That is not helping. That is not
if
helping.
I had to pick 3 people to sit down and play a game with, right? Any 3 people that I want, I could go famous. You're absolutely right. But honestly, I think the people that I would really like to sit down and play games with are people that I think I could laugh with for an hour. And it's just a game. It doesn't mean I'm always playing a game with them. It doesn't mean that I can't go play a game with somebody else. But for this particular instance of a game, I'm going to go play with, these particular individuals. For me,
no, this is why. This is why.
Look at that red base. Look at that red base.
This is why. Because now I feel bad. Because it's not like.
Maybe Foxy was on one of those lists. It just, depends on the list. 3 people you wanted to go play Phasmo with.
Well, yeah, that's obviously. It's Foxy, Aqua, and Prim.
See?
Done.
You're on the list. It's easy, right?
Like I said, it's game specific. My brain works in a very list orientated way. I have all those names. You just need to choose the right question. Like making a wish in D&D.
Like for me, if I had to pick 3 people, I would love to get, and just these would be 3 people I would love to play a game with, just because I would be interested to see what the interaction occurs between all of those, right? So me personally, my 3 people that I would take, just because I'm a gremlin and a troll, I would have a Swift Squirrel. We need our straight man for the group. Swift Squirrel does a fantastic job of being this straight man and calling us out on our bullshit all the time. The time. I would then drop Zoda in there, because Zoda tends to be my like wingman. Me and him bounce things off each other all the time. We go absolutely
chaos incarnate. Just chaos incarnate. Yes.
And then the third body that I would put in there would simply be Jacksepticeye. Just because I wanted to see what kind of trouble I could turn up in for him. Just turn his whole world upside down with these.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
Right?
That would be fantastic.
But this is a one-off. Or Brendan Mulligan. I would play Brendan Mulligan. Do a D&D one-shot with Brendan Mulligan and those 3 people. It would be a fantastic time.
I have lists. You just need to there's too many. There's too many. Okay, I can't just choose 3 generally. No, not for general. No, because you said game and D&D. I have specific lists for D&D and for different games.
But for me, generally, I'm generally it's going to be, it would be Swift and Squirrel, and then some other miscellaneous third. Like for me, my general group makeup for that is going to be yes, Zoda and Swift.
There we go.
Those 2 are always next to. Those 2 are so much. If you've not watched any of their Sunday adventures, it's a good time. Zoda does a really good job of being a straight man. Squirrel does a fantastic job of being a straight man. But when you put them both together, you can't have 2 straight men in the group. And so inevitably what ends up happening is they trade back and forth. Now,
fantastic.
You get Brotherford in the mix, or you get myself in the mix, or you so Serb in the mix with those 2. And immediately what ends up happening is that Zoda plays wingman and Squirrel plays straight man to the entire group. And so we all go downhill. I
This
don't know
makes me so
why it
happy.
happens, but that's the formula. That's the way it behaves. So you get Squirrel in the group with
Mm-hmm.
any of the rest of us, and Squirrel instantly becomes the person on that group that's like, no, 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 no. Now
No, no, no,
phrasing, and
no.
they'll call you out on all the garbage and be like, no, 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 I'm not saying that. You can't make me say that. Everything else, we spend the entire time trying to get her to do just that, and it's just comic. It's
It's literally
hysterical.
herding gremlins. Swifty is literally herding gremlins.
Oh yeah, she spends her
Yep.
entire time at it. I got a clip. I got a clip somewhere. Is it? I think it's on her channel where she's talking about Zoda's. She said she actually reads from the chat without even thinking. Just read straight from the chat. Yes, Zoda do have that dump truck badunkadunk behind. It's just like why?
Love it.
Yes.
Those are the best kinds of clips, though. Those are the
Oh,
best
yeah,
things.
fantastic. But it's all good fun and games. Like I wouldn't take anything personal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a need to take things personal. I think on a large scale of things, there's not really a need to do that. It's just fun chaos, and honestly, we spend a lot of our time just goofing off and laughing. And I think it's a good thing for everybody to do. All in favor.
It is.
We're all in favor of chaos.
We love
Why
chaos.
do you come
Chaos
to Twitch?
Is great.
You come to Twitch because of chaos.
Such chaos. And it's the best kind of chaos if you get to the right ones. Yes. Lots of chaos. Oh, hell, the chaos. It was itchy shoulder.
We're all down for the chaos. It's fine.
Yes.
But I mean, that's what people come here for. And if they're not coming here for the chaos, they're coming here for something else. And you know, there's the bathtub hot tub scenes. Go there.
The fade to
Help
black.
yourself.
Fade to black.
But it's fine. It is fine. Captain Mouse would like to discuss your favorite music genre.
Wells. How much time do we have? Okay.
You have plenty of time. Keep going. I haven't told you we're at the stopping point yet. Are you trying to hurry up and be done with this?
No. It's just music is a very large subject. Very large subject. I have a very eclectic taste in music. I like classical.
Hi, Greenie.
I like Greenie. Hi. I like
good.
classical. I like folk music, but like depending on the different areas. Like I really like bands like Wardrana and Dunheim, who get some of that like Norse guttural heavy music, and I like that. I'm a huge fan of metal and rock and roll, and God, I can't believe the rock that I used to listen to that's from my generation is now considered classic rock, which hurts my soul.
I don't want to even talk about it. Don't even bring that up to me. No. You can't even talk to me about that.
Okay, I'm sorry. I can also, you know, like.
How dare!
How dare you? How very dare you?
How very dare! In the words of a squirrel, hey, so rude.
I kind of like any music that kind of resonates with me. So it can be pop, it can be hip hop, it can be R&B, it can be rap. If it resonates with me, if I like the beat or if I like the rhythm of the song, I will listen to it. So there's a nice broad answer. Misfit, hi. Is the mayhem has arrived now? You know the mayhem can take over. Misfit can take over. Yeah. I music is not. You can't just choose one genre. Anyone who says they only like a single genre of music is lying. They're lying. You can't like one genre of music. There has to be something somewhere else.
That's untrue. And that's untrue. And I'll tell you why it's untrue, right? Because over the course of your lifetime, you are going to fall in and out of love with a lot of different things. Like that's
Mhm.
normal human things. Like that's a
Yes.
pretty typical behavior. That's easy enough. You'll always
Okay.
have your favorites, right? You'll always have that thing that you
Mm.
come back to, but you will drift in and out of love with it. So a lot of people
Yeah.
will go, yes, I only like one genre of music. And that may be true at that moment in
At
time.
that moment. Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
On top of
I will
that,
give
there
you
are
that.
the uneducated. And then there are just people who have shit for hearing.
Okay, so those are the exceptions. Those are exceptions. I will give you the.
You
I
can't
will
call
give
them
you the.
exceptions, though.
Changing.
You can't
I-
you can't really call them exceptions if they happen. Exceptions to the rules are exceptions because they are the rare thing that doesn't happen. This is not an exception. This is a normal part of life. So this is not an
All right.
exception to the rules.
Then I will put this in. My opinion is that anyone who says they only like a single genre of music is lying. How about that? Does that work?
I would just say they're unimaginative, but sure, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You can call them a liar.
Punk rock, rock, shouting music, then dwarf rock. Yes, yes, all the yes. Pirate death metal is really fun.
I have been exploring heavy metal, steampunk, and I've been currently working on trying to do a lo-fi steampunk.
Ailstorm is sorry, Nori, I'm so sorry to interrupt. Ailstorm is amazing. They are so good live. They came to South Africa. Lost my goddamn mind. They are fantastic. I love them. Wenches and Mead is one of my favorite songs. I love it so much. I'm also on a Hailstorm binge at the moment. I'm currently binging Hailstorm. Yes. All the storms. Ale and hail. Hail and ale.
Oh.
Freak Like Me is my anthem at the moment. Yeah. Smash. So smash.
Smash. I see. Well, there you go. Yeah, no, I have been experimenting with some lo-fi steampunk as of lately. Which the intro to today's episode was actually one of those experimentation pieces.
We were bobbing so hard to that during that intro. We just like
worked out well.
Jam out.
It was nice. It works.
What's up, weeb?
Yo, weeb. Welcome in. Music to smash in no time. Well, okay. If you're enjoying a jam, though, I mean, it's not hard. Like, music is one of those things I think that everybody tends to resonate at least a little bit to a whole lot bit. Like it.
Yes.
It really depends. Some people, music moves the skies and the world for. Other people, they're like, yeah, I could take or leave it.
Are you surprised, Cat Dad? Honestly. Are we surprised? We shouldn't be surprised. You know me well enough by now.
She's been drinking, Cat Dad, so, don't let her fool you.
Be full, okay? This is nerves. This is nerves and me just being on the spot, okay? Damn it, Nori! You are having way too much fun with this. You are having way too much fun with this. My God.
Welcome to Talk Tuesday. I don't know what you're complaining about. You at least get to see my reactions to this, right?
I know. I can see Nori, which is fantastic because when he's laughing, I can see when he's like bent over and too laughing. Drunk interview? No, not yet. I actually ate today, so we'll need to get me at least like 3/4 of the way through it, and then I'll be like, because I don't drink that much anymore. So
I heard challenge accepted. Got it. All right, bottoms up. Let's go.
Then if you think I'm bad now, guys, nope. Nope.
Answer or
drink session. That's dangerous. That is very dangerous. No. That's something for private Discord in like a group of friends playing drinking games on Discord. Then we'll talk.
Okay, you brought it up. You brought it up.
Yes. What did I bring up? It wasn't me, I swear.
You did. You brought it up. This is all on you now.
Oh
Do you have a
gosh.
preferred drinking game that you like to play?
Yes.
The look.
um, there are,
Wow.
look, okay, hear me out. There are a few. I haven't played a lot of them in a very long time. The one is called Cardinal Puff, which is surprisingly a drinking game and not a smoking game. And the other one is a board game that I haven't been able to find in years. I played it. It was called Pig Out originally,
I can
and
get
you
it for
played
you.
it in. Can you get it? The original one in the black box, not the remake. That it got rid of all the fun things. It's in a black box. Fuck yes, yes. That game was the shit. Especially when you like teamed up. It was fantastic, fantastic. So yeah, Cardinal Puff and Pig Out. There are the drinking games. But yes, Drunk D&D is fun too. Doesn't
I'm
get
just
very
saying
far, but there's a lot of giggling.
I'm just putting this out here so we're all on the same page. All I asked is if you did drinking games. You're the one who had the violent reaction to the question, indicating that there was something extra special that you typically do during said games.
No, I don't do anything extra special. It's just when you say things like that, it triggers memories and
Mhm.
nostalgia, and
Mhm.
those memories are not always
Mhm.
family friendly.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
so
Mhm.
yeah, Angel, right here, Angel, absolute fucking Angel.
You got a little tarnish there. You want?
No, no, it's my hair look all around my fucking ankles again. Shit.
It's fine. It's fine. This is. It's all good. It is just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Take care, Cat Dad. Have yourself a
Bye.
good day, evening, and/or night. We'll see you next time, my friend.
See you soon. I'm going to yeet my chair out the window. Or the sliding door. I'll have to open that first.
Why would you punish your chair that way?
Because it's being rude. That's besides the point.
Is it being rude?
Yes. I can't. Stop trying to make trying so hard. Trying so very hard. Trying.
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 I definitely say you were trying.
Trying something.
Foxy, have yourself a good rest of your evening. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for spending some time and asking some questions.
Bye, lovely. Have a good
A
one.
wonderful rest of your evening.
Bye.
We are going to continue torturing Danny for a little while longer.
I'm a sucker for punishment.
They're. I can see them. They keep glancing over at the clock, going, "It's 3 hours. It's not going fast enough." Or he lied to me.
Oh,
It's taking forever.
And look at chat. Look at chat. Bye. Sleep well, Foxy.
Well, fantastic evening. It's fine. It's
I'm
fine.
good. I'm wide awake now. I'm
Oh,
wide
good.
awake now. I'll see what other debauchery we can come up with.
Oh, you don't want to go down that line. Definitely don't want to go down that line. I've actually been trying to behave myself a little.
That's good. Behaving is good.
I said try. I didn't say I was being successful.
Depends on the type of behavior we're doing. I'm just saying. Depends on the type of behavior.
No comment.
Yes, no comment. No comment. Next question. The puzzle's looking really good. We're getting there. Yes.
Foxy was doing Foxy was doing a really good job of helping me out here. Greenie would like to know, if you were isekai'd to a world of swords and magic, and you get 5 gifts or skills, what would they be and why?
Oh, what a fantastic question. I've been preparing my whole life for this. Oh my god. Yes. Okay.
2 seconds later. I'm done.
Okay. So, no worries. It's broken.
What? I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm okay.
So,
I'm fine.
Totally fine.
You saw nothing.
You saw nothing.
Okay. All going according to plan.
Totally according to plan. This is obviously still on the rails. Completely on the rails. Okay. Powers and it was 5 powers and 5 items, or 5 powers and or
5
items.
Gifts or skills.
Gifts or skills. Okay, so the first gift would be the same gift as this one isekai, which is cooking with my unusual superpower. I think it is. Basically, you can put. You get like a magic window, which basically allows you to do online shopping from your world into thing. Fantastic.
Campfire cooking in another world.
With my secret skill, yes, that. Alex, hi. Yes, that one. And then I would either have to go with fast experience game. So then whatever I needed in that particular world, because what type of world was not clarified. We know magic and swords, and so I'm guessing kind of medieval. Language would be a big one. Experience game, language, fast healing. Because then with the experience gain, regardless of what skill I try to develop, I would be able to develop it.
Yeah, one more.
I would be able to. I've got one more. I know I've got one more. With that spread, do I need one more? Language, experience gain, this food skill.
Well, I mean, let's face fact. Everybody who gets isekai is basically a powerhouse. So
right. So that's why I'm like okay with that. Already
you're
have
coming
that
from
with
another world. You are going to be overpowered.
Yes. So. That is an excellent suggestion, Green. Unlimited storage. I'll have a storage cube, please. 1 bag of holding. Which is funny because the bag of holding is the one D&D item I've only gotten access to. I've been playing D&D for 20 years, give or take, right? Mm-hmm. I've only had a bag of holding twice. And each time I get hold of a bag of holding, my character dies within 3 sessions. Every time. The only other item I've ever wanted was a Vorpal sword. And I got this Vorpal sword in conjunction with the bag of holding and decapitated myself. Because Vorpal sword, if you roll a 1 on it, right?
Bad things happen.
You know, could have been resurrected, except I decapitated myself into a pool of lava.
That didn't work so well.
No resurrection. Yeah. I have issues with Ravnica. Just leave it at that. But yeah, those would be the 5. That's a good list. Overpowered as fuck.
See, now most people will tell you that a Vorpal sword is the bar none best sword you get your hand on in D&D, right? You can cut through anything as long as you don't roll a 1.
Yeah, because if you roll a 1, you cut through yourself.
I would
Yeah.
argue that if you really wanted an all-powerful sword for your D&D,
Mm-hmm.
Vorpal is the wrong weapon. You get yourself
Mm-hmm.
a wounding weapon.
Yes. Yes.
Because then all you do is you just kind of keep hitting them, right? And it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't matter how hard you hit them, whether you do 1 point of damage or you do 15 points of
30
damage.
points, yeah. It doesn't matter.
Like they're like, I still feel like I'm on top of the world. And all you're doing is slowly whittling away their constitution.
Yep.
And everybody has a set limit of constitution. So you know you have a guaranteed they're dead no matter how many swings it takes you.
Yep. That's an excellent choice. Insidious would be a good word for that. It is insidious.
I wouldn't say insidious though, because insidious kind of gives this idea
someone
of
doesn't
ulterior
know-
motives. It's not really.
Well, it is, because you could easily take
No,
that
because if we're
and
in
go
a
and
fight,
give paper cut. Yeah, but you said it has to be used in a fight.
why would you pull the sword out to be fighting with somebody on guard?
It doesn't have to be a full sword.
Yep,
You can have a butter knife of wounding, and then you could like randomly just
if
poke
you're trying
someone
to kill somebody with
in
a
the
butter,
council.
what are you trying to do?
No,
Degrade the butter
it's
by
not.
one
I'm not,
slice at a
who
time?
said anything about trying to kill them? But
You
it's a
said
really
butter
good
knife of
way to
wounding.
take. Yes, it takes a. But you can use a needle of it. But here's the thing: who says I'm trying to kill them? Maybe I'm just trying to get them out of the council so that I can do a coup, or that the person who hired me can do a coup, or there are other ways to play D&D besides all-out battles.
I agree
that
with
little
you.
thing can be used in other ways besides a full-out battle.
There are definitely other ways of doing D&D other than an all-out battle. You are absolutely correct.
So how could
Some of
you
those-
use that wounding sword outside of battle? That
honestly,
would make it
you want to know where
insidious.
you want to. So if we're trying to make it insidious, where I would
Yes,
use that at
bring
is in
it.
the church.
Yes. Tell me everything.
Specifically in the religions where they all go up and do the hand cut for the offer for sacrifice. What you do is you just install the sword right there on
Yes.
the stand, and so let
Yes.
them. So now that's a self-inflicted wounding with the wounding sword that you just let the entire religion just slowly kill themselves to death.
It's a great way to take out cults. Great way to take out cults, or for cults to take
That's
out
insidious.
other cults.
That's insidious.
I mean, they are cults. I'm just saying, they're everywhere. It's not like they're not a dime a dozen.
Like
It's a
that's
bra
an
holding.
insidious use of it.
No bra holding here.
Like to me, that would be what I would consider an insidious use for that weapon, right? Because that's a non-standard way. And you can easily explain that away while you're there in the church. Somebody's like, "Oh my God, they just died." Well, their God has called them back.
Yeah, that's
It's easy.
that's definitely one way to do it, and something I'm going to be keeping hold of in my brain for future.
Like to me, that's an insidious use. You want to be like mean and not really even mean, just diabolical.
Efficient.
It would not be efficient. You could not say efficient with that. That's not efficient because it
takes a while.
Yes, it would take
a while. It takes
a
a little while. Okay. But it's efficient if you don't have resources to waste, like gathering a party. Or if it's still a budding cult that you want to nip in the bud. You know? And it's blameless. Well, not technically, it's blameless to authorities. Because they can't prove that it's your sword. So.
I would still say it's still blameless. Because even
they're doing it themselves.
That's right. You didn't tell them to put their hand on that sharp thing.
No.
Like, that's not my problem.
I'm definitely holding on to that one for later. For no particular reason.
Still in between awake and sleeping, but Alex Hart would like to know what's your important message? What important message do you have for the world?
Oh wow. What important message?
Drugs are bad, okay?
Oh my god. Okay. Um.
You're
Oh
welcome.
god. Um. It might be a little controversial. Embrace the pain. A lot of things in life hurt. Not all of it is physical. And there are ways that you can turn those into lessons of growth, lessons that will empower you. And I mean, the one of the best things of that is my name with Rambling Danny. It was a way that people tried to put me down, that they tried to hurt me with, and I took it and used it and made it something that makes me feel strong and empowered. So whatever pain you have, use it. Make yourself better because of it. Learn your lessons and keep growing. Never stop learning. Never stop learning. That's kind of what I would go with. If you want to put it into a straightforward motto that you can probably find on my Discord, is I'll either find a way or I will make one. Because no one can give you a path. You have to forge it yourself. Yeah.
Simple
Okay.
as that.
Yeah. Simple as that. Simple to say, harder to do. Embrace the
The
pain.
cake is a lie.
Loonies is real. Damn it, Alex. Yes, Loonies is real. Yes.
The cake is a lie.
Cake is a lie. It's always been.
Excuse me.
What?
Nothing. Carbonated soda.
Ah.
We brownies would like to know, what is your favorite dragon in fiction?
Say again. What is my favorite?
Dragon in fiction.
Dragon in fiction. Ooh, good question. What was his name? Fuck. I need to Google this. There is a particular name. Does it have to be an actual dragon or can it be a pseudo dragon? Does that count? Does a pseudo dragon count? Lockheed. Lockheed the pseudo dragon. That's it. I didn't even have to Google it. I came to it. Lockheed the pseudo dragon. Yes.
Lockheed the pseudo dragon.
Yes. Pseudo dragon. I'm pretty sure it was from the original. No, not from Critical Role. They did use it in Critical Role. But Lockheed was originally in a cartoon of some kind, and it was a long ago, and I can't remember the name of the cartoon. It wasn't the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon, as far as I remember. But later on, in the first campaign of Critical Role, when they first started streaming, there was another character there, and he had a pseudo-dragon familiar that he called Lockheed, and it was a whole big thing. And it brought back so many good memories. So yes, my favorite little dragon is Lockheed the pseudo-dragon. Yes. Escape my back pains. I should accept your back pains and wobbly knees. No. But I am learning to cope with my wobbly knees and back pain. Get a good chair. Have lots of long hot showers. Get a good pack. So you're talking more emotional
chair.
Yes, not like mine. Mine is a bad chair. It is a bad chair. Very bad chair. Hey, DEFCON. Welcome in.
Yo, DEFCON, welcome in. Welcome in. What qualifies as a good chair?
It needs to
Back
support you like a
support,
good bra.
rump support,
Yes.
arch
All the
support.
support. All of the support. If it has like a little footrest as well, great. Always good. Share your stash, Greenie. Share your stash.
Oh, heads up, we're getting rated. Aw. Hi, Bates.
Hi.
Welcome in.
Hey. Oh, that's an old clip.
Yep.
I cannot hear the clip.
Right. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. You were just in time. We are in the middle of our Talk Tuesday with special guest tonight, Rambling Danny. We have been learning all about the ins and outs of what makes them a fantastic individual. You're welcome to stick around. There is a puzzle, exclamation puzzle. We'll get you a link to the puzzle. You're welcome to come do that if you'd like. If you've got questions, ask away. If you just need to, raid and fade or lurk away, then do that as well. We're happy to have you here as we continue our interview with on Talk Tuesday, which is what we do with Miss Rambling Danny. Welcome in.
I'm still giggling. Fully giggling.
Well, okay, giggling is what happens. Like, it would not be an official Talk Tuesday if there wasn't massive amounts of giggling. I think everybody pretty much giggles nonstop here. It's just a thing. This puzzle's kicking my butt. That's all right.
Challenging is good.
Oh, I hate puzzles. I was trying to remember why I even got started doing these puzzles to begin with, and it boiled down to this was a suggestion from a Zodicus. And so I was like, here's what you do to give everybody something to do. And this was his idea. And then promptly after suggesting the idea, he has taken off and never stuck his head around here again to do another one of these stupid puzzles. It's like, shut up.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Oh, it's fucking chair. All right.
Well, that's not my problem. That's your chair.
It is my chair. I'll have stern words with the chair.
You'll have stern words with the chair?
Yes.
What kind of stern words?
That is between me and my chair. I just like that I can see your face right now.
Well, it could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing. I mean, I'm just sitting here making faces at this point. So, that could be making matters worse or better. Take your pick on that one. Okay, I need to know more about this pseudo dragon. I have never heard of this pseudo dragon.
A pseudo dragon is a fae creature, right? So, sorcerers
now it's
get
starting to sound familiar.
Wizards. Yeah, they get a pseudo dragon familiar. It is obviously draconic, but fae, technically cast as a fae creature. From the Feywild or the Fey realm or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it's
it's
a firefly. Yeah. Never mind.
It's not a firefly.
It is a firefly.
They grow to the size of like large cats, not like lions, large house cats. Okay. They can fly. It's not. Don't hate on the pseudo dragons. They're very useful and adorable.
You know why they're called pseudo dragons? Because they're not dragons.
But I asked you if a pseudo dragon would count, and you said yes. So there it counts.
See, you could have guilty pleasure snacks.
Guilty pleasure. I had that today, so happy to answer that.
What?
Guilty pleasure snack.
Mm-hmm.
I had I like crispy French fries dipped in strawberry milkshake because it tastes like waffles.
Waffles.
They have to be salty. Salty, like McDonald's chips are like the best ones because they're thin and crispy, right? With the right amount of salt, and then a double thick strawberry
Why
milkshake.
does that not surprise me?
What?
Everybody likes McDonald's snacks coated, slathered, or dipped in something sweet. I'm like, why? Why would you
Because
do
it
that?
tastes like. Okay, so I like the salty sweet combination. I like the salt. Like salted caramel is fine and great, but oh,
No,
my guilty
salty
pleasure
and
snack,
sweet just
okay?
confuses the crap out of my tongue. No, skip. Yuck. Hard pass. We're out.
I also
Done.
like spicy and sweet. Is also really good. Like hot honey is also good. Cowboy candy is fantastic.
Why? Why do we do
Because I
confusing
like-
things? Stick to single flavors.
It's not
They're fine.
confusing. It's not confusing to my tongue. My tongue is fine.
Nope. Just wrong. Just wrong. Yuck.
Save a horse, sit on a good chair. As an ex show jumper, I do miss the horse riding, but if I could get a good chair, that would work just fine. Thank you very much.
Did you compete for horse riding?
I did.
What
I was
did
a
you
show
compete
jumper
in?
for 4 years. I did cross country, and my brother, father, and I were on a polocross team together.
Nice.
Mhm.
Well, there you go. There's
Yes.
something I didn't know. Yes.
Yeah, quite a while. Yes.
Okay, so is that a regional thing, a cultural thing, or just a Danny thing?
Was.
Yes. The way you say that, yes. Yeah. You. When you're not even, I don't think you're even paying attention to it. You just kind of, yes. It's real quick. It's just, yes. I'm like, what is that from?
It is something that developed last year with a certain Crimson Assassin and myself.
Ha.
So it was yes from me and yes from her, and then it became a yes, and then it's yes, and then it's
So it's an
variations of that.
evolutionary thing.
Yep.
It just,
Pretty much.
again,
It's a Dannyism and the Crimeism. Danny law. We haven't even gotten into law, which is like the wrong.
are
I've
you
given you
talking
guys
about?
all things. Like you
We've
just
been
need to
talking all
ask me
kinds
the
of
right.
different lore.
Yeah. We're definitely in the mantle. That's.
We're just not getting the stuff that you thought you were going to be asked, which is another one of those things that does happen here on Talk Tuesday, because you come in with this
That's
expectation
fine.
people are going to ask me this.
I was so afraid. I'm not
then
gonna
it's like-
lie. I was so afraid of the questions. This is fine.
Nobody
I
asked
can handle
anything
this.
about that.
This is great. I'm so
Yeah.
happy. Let's continue. Let's completely detach from this train of thought and
Heads up, incoming.
Yeah. Ooh,
We have another raid.
Zen!
Zenlin
And
is
the
coming
raids.
in,
woo,
which means we'll get a shout out.
steamy.
It's a race. Random question. Well, we'll get that one question. Oh, okay. Twitch is doing the thing again. Some of these clips, Twitch does not like to play properly, and so
Yes.
we don't get a clip. We don't get a clip. We just get a period of silence.
There's a whole Reddit thing about it because I was having that issue with all of the clips because I went and removed a whole bunch of old clips, and the reigning thing that they could find is that some things have changed in Twitch. So newer clips from about 2 months ago onwards sometimes don't play because Twitch just doesn't like third-party apps using them or some shit like that. I don't know. Like I've got a couple of clips that'll play, and then sometimes the new ones will play, and sometimes they won't. It's very strange.
I couldn't tell you. I haven't sat down to try and dig through it. I can tell you the particular tool that I have been developing on doesn't seem to ever have any problems playing them. Like I
Well,
don't
there
run
we
into
go.
this at all. So I'm like, I don't care.
There we go.
Twitch says no clips, only boner. Yeah, well, not even this time. You didn't even get that much.
Hmm.
It's all right. It's okay.
Yeah.
uh, let's get Alex's. Alex had a really quick question here, just a random question. He did not use
Hmm.
the thing, so I'm just trying to keep track of it. What do you think about acceptance? And notice that the word acceptance is capitalized with an A, so I don't know if that is in reference to a game or something other than the word. So,
Alex, can you? I think there's a redeem you can use for that. For the question, if you can expand on that question a little bit, in what context you're talking? Because I mean, acceptance for me is just, if we're talking in general of acceptance of things in life and stuff, then yes, acceptance good. If it's something else or something specific, can you expand, please?
general. It's just general acceptance. Okay.
General acceptance. Okay. Well, I mean, acceptance of, different races, creeds, sexualities, people in general, yes, good. Acceptance of people doing shitty things, not good. There are limits to acceptance. Um, I don't accept the way people get treated in certain countries or situations. I will never accept it. It should not be accepted. But when it comes to, accepting people for who they are, unless, once again, they are a shitty human being, like, for instance, someone who is, um, assaults people or murders people or finds that those things are okay, doing things to children is okay, those I'm not going to accept them for who they are in any version of any form. So you got to use logic, I guess. That makes sense. Yeah, use logic to accept what is good and not what is bad. I don't know how much clearer to make it. Does that is my train of thought working here? I'm trying so hard to put this into words. Acceptance good if the person is not a dick, or the situation, or the rules.
Okay.
Like, stick it to the man, but also be safe. There are acceptance
I
is good as a general rule,
I think you
but there
have to be
are
really kind
stipulations.
of careful with
Yeah,
the word acceptance.
yeah. There's
And the way it does, because and here's where I would say, acceptance comes in all forms. It comes in all shapes.
yes.
And a lot of that is very personal on some stages, and in other cases, it's not personal at all. It's just logic.
Should be.
It's just the way the world behaves, because that's society helps to dictate what is considered acceptable. Like,
And
what is
not all of those
acceptable
things
to.
are acceptable. Granted, some of those rules
Yes.
from society are not acceptable. But carry on. Yes. Thank you for helping me word, Nori. I appreciate it.
So it's one of those. Well, it's an interesting sort of topic, right? It's one of these interesting thought questions, because if you look at what we consider as acceptable today, and then you go back 50 years ago, 100 years ago, that's not acceptable.
Mm-mm.
Go forward 100 years from now, and whatever is acceptable then, it may not even be remotely acceptable to us nowadays. Like, acceptance really is it's a very circumstantial, very
individual.
I wouldn't even say individual, because again, a lot of what we think is acceptable is based off from our learnings, our upbringings, things that we're teaching, society norms, the cultures that we're like, even within individual cultures, there are certain levels of acceptance that are just not okay in other places, right? So it's, to me, just generally, if somebody's asking, what do you think about acceptance? I think acceptance is acceptable. And then that's it. Like, because how can
that's an excellent way to do that. There we go. Acceptance is acceptable, but it's based on a lot. I can't word well right now.
So much that goes on with that. That's a slippery slope that you can get into, because there's not a right answer. There's not a wrong answer. It's just the way it is. Right.
I hope that is acceptable as an answer, Alex.
And if you call cheat on her for stealing my answer and not coming up with one of her own, so I'm right there with you. I'll accept that.
Okay. Wording is hard. I was trying. Okay, I was trying. Wording is hard. Thank you for helping me with my words, Nori. I appreciate you.
Misfits would like to know, what mythological creature do you identify with?
Oh dear. Well, the first one that comes into my head is probably not acceptable. So,
Oh, why is that?
it's very dark. And yeah, that's a whole. I don't know if it counts as, it does count as a mythological creature. I'd probably say Medusa. And you can draw your own
Okay.
conclusions to that as you would.
There's nothing dark about that.
Yes,
Medusa
yes, there
actually
is.
has no. Medusa actually has a very sad story. If you stop and,
This
and
is-
actually go through the
This is why Medusa. That is why Medusa. That is, I'm saying that's very.
it's
That's
not
that's a
dark.
lot
It's
of.
just it's
Traumatic.
there's a lot of baggage to be unpacked there. Yes.
Yes. So
But
I would say
Medusa
what I would
on the
identify
whole,
with
I
would be
would
that.
not say is a dark sort of thing. That's like going and saying, the Grimm's fairy tales are all lovely stories to read. They're very dark
They
stories.
Are. They are. I guess it just depends on your interpretation of dark. I really like the Grimm fairy tales.
You go get the original Grimm's fairy tales. Yes, those are dark as fuck.
Those are the ones I was raised on. My grandmother read them to me.
Mm-hmm.
The original ones when I was very young. I learned very, very young from the original ones. Other than that, I'd have to say not really identify with, but I'm partial to. Probably a Minotaur. Probably a Minotaur.
Are you trying to say you're a little?
No. I'm sorry. Were you trying to say bullheaded? Or was there something else flickering through your brain there? Come on.
No. Nope.
Come on.
Nope. Nope.
Again, I can see Nori. So when I say I'm not the only one with a red face right now, there we go.
My face isn't red.
It is red. Just cheer up at the cheeks. Your beard can't hide that high.
Nope. No red.
Mm-hmm. Minotaur. There's your answer.
A Minotaur.
Minotaur.
A Minotaur.
Tomato? Minotaur. We're gonna go back and forth about this. We're gonna go back and forth about the pronunciation, aren't we?
No, I'm just gonna keep saying it wrong just to annoy you. That's all. Walked right into that one.
So hard. Tripped and fell directly into that. Directly into it. Yes.
See, no, it's again, either both stories are kind of on their own right are very sad stories. They're very interesting stories, and they have very two different takes, and they come out to both very sad endings in either case you go about it. But I would not call either one of them, dark.
I'd call it a matter of perspective.
And yes, I call Grimm's fairy tales, the original ones, dark because
yes,
you point me out a story that doesn't involve baking children, and tell me that that's not dark.
Red Hot Shoes. Red Hot Shoes. Yes. Graphic. Very graphic. There's broken glass somewhere on there too.
Just no. And that's always been that's always an interesting point, right? Is seeing exactly where people have, like, everybody has limits. Like what you will
Mhm.
find acceptable, what you can explain away, what you can relatively deal with and come to grips with, and be like, yeah, okay, I can, whatever. I don't mind that. That's fine. That doesn't phase me nearly as bad as something else, whatever that something else
Yeah.
happens to be. Like everybody has a different tolerance level, and it's always interesting to see what those tolerance levels are. I don't. I tend to poke a lot of edges. Like I will push people right up to a breaking point, not intentionally, though it does oftentimes feels that way.
Yeah.
But more because I'm curious, and I don't know what you're willing to tolerate until you tell me, look, no, that's too much.
Hmm.
Take it a scotch down. Okay, that's too much. We'll back
Yes.
off. We're fine. I'm willing to live and adjust and correct
Course
that.
correct.
Um,
Yes.
but it's always interesting to see exactly where people's lines in the sands are, and people have some very distinctly different lines in the sands where they're willing to go to. Like I'm okay up to here.
I think a lot
Two
of people
inches to
don't
the other
even
side
know
of
where
that
their
is
lines are
just no.
because a lot of people never get pushed to those they never get those boundaries pushed for whatever reason. So a lot of people don't even know where their lines in the sand are until they get pushed, which
Have
is not
you?
always a good thing.
Has there been a time in your life where you've had your boundaries pushed?
Multiple times. And say 6 years ago, I reacted a lot differently to the way I react now, which is still something I'm working on, but it's a lot harder to get me to that line now than it was back then. I Fun fact,
Mm.
when I was in my early 20s, I was in anger management for
Fun
a
fact:
while.
we've seen pictures of her in her 20s. Wow.
You've seen pictures of me. I was not in my
So
20s there.
if you
I
ask
was
me, I think they
18.
were taken
I was
yesterday.
I was 18 in that
She
photo.
says they were taken in her teens. I say yesterday, but you can ask Miles. Miles is right there with me. Miles agrees. I know he does.
Okay,
I don't even have to. I don't
definitely
even have to
not,
bother.
but appreciate the compliment. Definitely not appreciate the compliment. Very good for the ego boost. Very good. But yeah, I was in anger management
Sure.
for a while. Um, I used to get very angry and I didn't know how to deal with it, and I would punch walls. So I have scars on my knuckles from punching walls.
Yeah, wall punching doesn't
So
actually work so well.
no, it doesn't. But it was the only outlet I had, and I was very young. And I had no other way to process it. I'd never learnt that kind of outlet. I'd never been shown a way to deal with it because I was never able to show any anger. So the minute I was on my own and I had a little bit thing, I wouldn't like put on music and scream and rage and shout into a pillow. I got very angry. Um, and I wasn't like court ordered anger management. I actually put myself into it. I was like, I need help with this. And it was a thing. I've never been in like what you would call a fight. I've been in fights. I never started them, but it was one one thing my grand taught me was, um, if you ever get into a situation where there's going to be a physical altercation, make sure you do not start it. End it, but do not start it. And I've only been in two of those types of altercations before. Um, and yeah, about 6 years ago, I started working on myself and internally and learning how to process anger. And I haven't gotten truly angry, like really angry, in a very long time.
That's
My
excellent.
best friend, like I said, she's known me 26 years. We've been best friends for 26 years. We have little ghosty tattoos for each other. Hers is a matching one, and we're gonna get it finished. And hers is gonna say "I love," and mine's gonna say "Our adventures." So that's a work in progress. Um, she's only seen me truly angry 3 times in 26 years. Really angry because I never let anyone see it. I always take care of it myself. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I would like to say that I was always a good little boy growing up, but People that know me know I grew up as a military brat. So my father moved around an awful lot. And so we lived in a lot of different places. And growing up in the U.S. As a military child, going from school to school, we went to places. Yo, all out, welcome in. We went to places that were always surrounded by military base. And one thing that you got used to understand, one thing that you got used to is that the locals hated the military. They hated the military base. They hated what the military meant, and they hated having the military in the town. Though every time we tried to shut down one of those military bases, the locals would come out in defense of the military because that's a lot of money that goes out of town when the military picks up and leave. But while they're there and while you're there, you are less than a second-class citizen. As such, I used to get into an awful lot of fights as a kid. Like, we would move into a new area, and it was not unusual for me to be black and blue for a few weeks as I was roughing up all the local neighborhoods, trying to set the pecking order as to where we fell in line. Even to this day, my two younger brothers will still run scared from me because I did all of the fighting for the three of us. And so they still run scared from me. And they're both bigger than I am, which is, kind of funny. But
psychology.
I don't recommend fighting as a general standard rule.
Yeah. Last resort. And in defense only.
Not even a last resort. So it's a never resort. If I had my ways about it, I would never be in another altercation with anybody ever again.
No, absolutely. But if there's a situation that calls for like defense of self or loved ones, then yes, absolutely. I would, absolutely. If there was a need for it in that sense, protect yourself to protect those you love and you care about.
I'm actually a little bit more terrified nowadays than I was when I was a kid. Just because A, I know how to fight, and then B, after spending 10 years on the back of the ambulance, I know what hurts.
What to hit. Yeah. You got dangerous knowledge. I mean, they do say knowledge is power, and that works in more than one way.
So honestly, I would just generally say avoid. At all costs, just avoid. Processing emotions. If you need to process emotions, find a friend. Sometimes just talking is easier. And when you find a friend to talk to, I always tell people, say, if you need just somebody to listen to you, come up and say, hey, look, I'm going to tell you a bunch of shit. Just shut up and listen. Because otherwise you'll engage problem solving mode. And I am a very, very big problem solver. Like I live to problem solve. So if you just need somebody to listen to you, just tell me to shut up and listen. Otherwise I will try to fix the problem. And I think it's only fair to let people know that sometimes that's what you need. It's just people to shut up and listen. So don't be afraid to tell them to shut up and listen.
Is that puzzle cookies? They're cookies. Are they cookies? Were they Halloween cookies?
Yes.
Oh my god! I just noticed that now. I'm like, wait, that doesn't look like those are cookies. Sorry.
Wow, it's taking you this long to figure out what the puzzle was.
I don't have my glasses on, okay? And
whose fault is that?
Fine, and I'm not saying that it's not. It's just it's easier for me to not have my glasses on right now. Yes.
Yes, they're Halloween cookies.
They're very pretty. And they look delicious.
I thought it seemed appropriate for basically what is a Halloween. It's right before Halloween, actually.
Should have done some Halloween makeup or something, but I'm just going to keep that for the actual Halloween stream.
Spooky, scary skeleton.
Yes. I'm contemplating. I'm trying to find a game for my Halloween stream that I can play without my glasses on. The whole thing.
Good luck.
Because you know how annoying it is to I don't. Okay, I have the reason I wear glasses is a more law. The reason I wear glasses is I have a cut across my pupil, and I got that cut at a hospital while I was visiting someone. And about a year later, my eyes started deteriorating, and the other one compensated. So I have two different prescriptions. So I have to buy two different sets of contact lenses if I want to wear contacts, which is fuck off expensive. So I have the set of contact lenses for my left eye, but not for my right. And I can't use them in both eyes. It doesn't work that way. So I would like to do Halloween makeup. Halloween is what I love doing. I like making masks. I like you can see there, that way, there. I can make masks and stuff like that. But you can't do that and then wear glasses. And I don't have contact lenses. So I'm trying to find a game I can play without my glasses so that I can do Halloween makeup for Halloween.
Fun fact. You know, you talk about you wearing glasses. I too
Yes.
wear glasses, as you can see.
Yes.
I only see out of one eye at a time. I am cross-eyed.
Ooh.
So I have permanent depth perception issue. And I can't wear contacts because I have prism in my glasses in order to help fix a lazy eye condition.
Oh, shit.
So I can't wear contacts at all.
I'm just trying to I'm trying to imagine I'm pretty sure they're no, I can't. No, my brain is doing a thing. Okay, I can't imagine.
Do like this constantly.
Yeah, this is what I was thinking of doing, and I'm just like that. How do you not have a headache or are dizzy all the time?
You grown accustomed to it.
Fair enough.
Which is a fascinating thing, right? Like our bodies and our brains are truly an amazing piece of machinery. You stop and think about the things that you just learn and adapt to.
Yeah.
Because you don't have any other choice.
This is true. This is very true. And
you have no other choice,
actually.
And you just learn to adapt to it. So yes, I always have a constant blind side, and the way my brain adjusts for it is wherever. So I have like really solid peripheral vision. Like I can see my fingers all right over here. It's almost like directly beside my head.
You guys can't see him, but he's holding his hand like over here, like here. Is that about right?
Yeah, it's
they can't
basically
see
right next to my head.
You.
It's basically right next to my head, and so that's my peripheral
I can see my
scope.
pinky, but that's insane.
And so
insane.
My brain detects the motion, and so because my brain's detecting the motion, that's the eye that is currently seeing.
Holy shit! That is madness.
And so that's the way my brain works. So whenever I see motion, that's the brain swaps over. Playing a video game is fine because playing a video game I only ever see out of one eye because I can see the entire screen with the one eye.
So you're a T-Rex. Again, you guys can't see him, but I can. Why can't I clip that? Why? Why? The humanity. Okay. That is just not fair. That is never going to be seen. That was fantastic.
It's one of those things. Well, you know, like there's a thing now on the channel for like, I think it's like 1,000 points or something like that. You can actually turn the camera on now.
Ooh. Good to know.
During streams, but
if I'm ever awake to actually meet.
It's not active in this stream because this stream is all about.
Yes. Yes.
It's all about the guest.
It's still good to know.
And so
still good to know, though.
You are tonight's guest star, and so that's the way this works. That is the way the cookie crumbles.
The Halloween cookie. Yes.
We make a mess. We have us the cookies. It is all good. It is great. It is fantastical. You just don't know.
I really wish I could clip the screen right now.
Oh my. You want to see what she's showing? Sign up for a guest on Talk Tuesday. That's the way
Broken.
that.
Broken. Oh my god. Okay. Let's moving swiftly along. Moving swiftly along like a swifty squirrel.
Maybe. You wish.
Oh.
Emerald Greeny would like to know if you get a chance to choose from air, water, earth, or fire as your avatar element,
question.
what would it
Yes.
be and why?
Water. Hands down water.
Wuss.
Bloodbending.
Nope. Like people go.
Yes.
Have you seen? Okay, so there is, and it's actually rather fascinating school of thought as you crawl through the elements and what all each elements can affect. What do you think is the most dangerous bending power?
I mean, air seems like it would be very dangerous, and that's great. And I understand, especially if you watch all of them, you can affect the air in the lungs and all other things. But I have always had an affinity for water. Always. I'm a water baby through and through. And
water baby.
Even when I first started watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, like I first saw it, I was like, yeah, they're all pretty cool. Water's great. Yeah, the healing, and then you do the ice and do the thing. It wasn't until the episode with the blood bending and I went, I'm in trouble. Because while I wouldn't be evil about it, there is something intrinsically primordial about it that I find irresistible. I like primordial elements.
Still water. Same, Steamy says.
Steamy. Yes.
I still would go air. Air's more fun.
Yeah, no, you fly, but I'm also afraid of heights, so definitely not air for me.
Whoa. Time out. Nobody said anything about flying.
No, I know, but when I think of airbending, I think of the little sphere of air, I think of the glider. You don't need to, but I also think of Sky Bison, and you know why Sky Bison is great. The question was, for me, what it works for me. And for me, I identify with water and bloodbending. So you can keep your airbending. You do you. I'll keep my bloodbending, thank you.
I tend to first off, I like the airbenders not for what they can do, but if you look at the personalities, the general overall personalities of airbenders in general, there is well, they're very cool, they're very calm, they're very relaxed, but at their younger stages they're also very chaotic, they're very playful, they're very prankster driven. So like
you.
Yeah, that's me.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Oh God, stop doing that. That is. Ah! Can I just record this screen? Sorry, I won't do that. But, oh my God, just flip the screen. Just flip the screen.
Unfortunately, that is not a thing. Well, I mean, there is a way to do it. I'm not going to tell you how. There is a way to do it.
I could do it if I so pleased and wanted to.
It would probably screw around with your bandwidth too, and cause you to go all kinds of herky jerky and robotic and everything else.
Exactly. That, and it's just rude. So I will not be doing that.
So it's. I look at it this way: is if you're on the internet, like if you put yourself out there on the interwebs, then there are certain expectations that you should not have to some levels of privacy. Like what you do in your personal life, fine, right? Off stream, whatever. That's your business. You do what you want to do. Keep that as public or as private as you want. But while the cameras are rolling and we're sitting here on the interwebs and everything else.
Yeah, it is everybody's game. That's free content right there for everyone.
Exactly. That is.
Whether
You
you're
also-
a tiny
yes,
channel
Greeny,
with
thank you.
one person or not, you can also divert your smelly farts to the person next to you so they get blamed for it. That is a very creative use of abilities. I'm standing behind you for that one, literally. Yes, I like it. But whether you're going back to what you were saying, Nori. Jesus Christ.
I don't need airbending powers. I can do that already.
I wish you guys could see what I'm seeing right now. Whether you are a just starting out channel that's not affiliate, or a thousands and thousands of followers and subscribers plus channel, the minute you push that start streaming button, you are officially a public personality, because it is available to everyone. So
it's out in
it's just
public
something
space.
you have to. Yeah, you gotta get that to grips as well.
Be okay with that. Otherwise, if you.
My God, Greeny. Oh my God. You've thought about this a lot, haven't you? Like, this is something you've thought about.
So we're gonna go this route.
Yes.
We'll go this route. You brought this on yourselves. I'm putting this out there now. Fair warning. You have brought this on yourself.
I did nothing. I'm a fucking angel.
So when you go to get a colonoscopy, they actually
Yes.
blow air
Yes.
up your rectum,
Mm-hmm.
in order to
Yes.
make certain that there is enough room for that camera to fit up there gracefully. And you are not allowed to leave the
Mm-hmm.
hospital until you give that air back.
Thing is, I've heard of this before. I have heard of this before, and all I go back to is Robin Williams live on Broadway, and I don't know if anyone has seen that show. It was one of his live stand-up shows. If you haven't seen it, Robin Williams live on Broadway. It's from quite a few years ago now, and he did a skit about getting to that age and going for a colonoscopy. He called it the Roto-Rooter, and he does a full skit about all of that, and it is fantastic. Go and watch it, because that's all I had in my mind when you said that.
You have to give it back.
Zen, just nod and smile. Smile away.
Oof.
Smile away.
Yes. It's fine. It's fine. You knew what you signed up for when you showed up for Talk Tuesday. There's nothing sacred on Talk Tuesday.
It's not wrong. Nori! You son of a bitch!
I think that one went up her nose.
It did! Like you! Wait. Moving swiftly along.
Welcome to Here's How We Kill an Online Streamer Personality.
Broken. I'm fucking broken. Just, please, Nori, please. I beg of you. I beg. Please. I'm fine. Totally
Okay?
fine.
We can
Yep.
continue? You sure?
Yep.
Positive.
Yes. Completely positive.
Are you sure?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay. If you like anime, and I don't know why there's an if you like anime, because like, how is that even a question? Of course we
Right.
like anime.
Correct. That is correct.
What anime game would you rate the highest?
I cannot answer that question. I do not play anime games. I have never played any anime games. I prefer anime being anime. So I have not played even the DBZ games. I've seen them, I've looked at them, but I've never actually played them myself. So I can't rate them. Sorry, whoever asked that question.
That was Steamy TV.
Sorry, Steamy.
You have broken his little heart.
I'm
Crushed
so
his
sorry,
hopes
Steamy.
and dreams.
I'm so sorry.
Demolished his future. How could
No,
you?
Steamy. I'm so sorry. They are all equally bad. Good to know. I haven't wasted my time. I'm just going to cover my screen here so I can't see Nori doing what he's doing. Just going to hold my hands here. You done? Yes, okay. Yeah, sorry, Steamy. But if they're all equally bad, then anime is life. Thank you so much. Yes. But I will not look. My reincarnation as a slime brought out a game, and I was like kind of interested in it. But I took one look at it, and I was like, nope, I'm not going to ruin the actual anime for myself by trying to play this game. I'm just gonna wait for the rest of the anime to come out. Yes.
For shame. For shame. Can't believe you.
Shame.
Because, Steamy was playing Dongo Oropo a while ago on stream. It was a lovely time.
Well, apparently they're all equally as bad, so... Look, being a visual novel streamer is a different thing. That's not technically... There is... Steamy, do you play a lot of visual novel games? Is that what I'm gathering from the writing? Because there is a visual novel game I've been looking for that I first played on itch.io about 10, 11 years ago. And it is still sitting with me. And no, it was not an Bow Chicka Bow Wow game. It was
no.
It was this game. It was on next level. It was this game was before anime. All right, well, fair enough. But this game it was situated around a mafia family, and you played individually through the lives of the different children in the family. And what this was original Brothers Grimm, dark, and then some. The entire game was in shades of black, gray, white, and red. And it was brilliant. And I cannot for the life of me remember the name of this game. But like at least a couple of times a month, this game pops into my head. And it's games like that, storytelling like that, that truly make a game, whether it's a AAA level game or a visual novel game. If anyone knows of the game I'm talking about, because if you've played it, you would know. Please let me know the name.
That's like saying anybody who knows any game out there, tell me about the game. You'll have to give a little bit more.
No, this is the thing. If you've played the game I'm talking about, you know it. This is what I'm saying. You cannot play that game or go through that visual novel, make the choices that you make regardless of what they are, and not know what game I'm talking about. It has 4 colors, the whole game, and it's about a mafia family, and you play as the children. That is all the context I can give you, but I guarantee you if someone has played that game, it's going to pop into their head right about now, and they're going to know exactly what game it is. It's that level of good writing. So... Thank you, Steamy. Yes, they are so good. A good one. They're so hard to find. I have been trolling Twitch for years trying to find that game again. Years.
I'm going to tell you honestly.
Want to put on. Yes.
The problem here, right, is you're like, oh, if you've ever played this game, you would know. You are discounting an entire group of us hardcore game enthusiasts that simply play the game for the sake of playing the game. Have probably pounded through that game and then don't even remember it.
It's not a game you play. It's not a game you play. It is a visual novel as a story. It's like a choose your own adventure. It's literally you
Sounds
get
like a game
option
to
A,
me.
option B, option C. Yeah, but you can't. You could try and bang through that game, but I guarantee you the story is so well written it would stick with you. So when I say that, whoever's played this, if someone has played this game or recognizes the game, they would know it because of that writing. It's just it's not. Okay, that's all I can give you. It's a long shot, I know, but I'm trying. Okay, words are hard, and that is all I remember of the game. Beside me going, "Holy fucking god, this is the best thing I have. This is the best story I have ever gotten." It was so good. More visual novel. It's more investigate and get people killed. Good to know. Good to know. Danganronpa. All right. Cool. True, Zen. True. This game had none of that. You were watching a lot of it, but it wasn't actually. I mean, there was one scene. Anyway, carry on. That's good. That's all I can give for anime games. That one. Yes. Yes.
Yes. Still a lot of reading. Yeah, there was a time in my life where I took up speed reading. And I found it was actually rather fascinating, the learning how to speed read and then being able to speed read. And then the thing that I found is that after learning how to speed read, I would speed read through books. And then I discovered that I just didn't really care about the books I was reading. And it wasn't fun to read them anymore. And so I stopped.
Speed reading has its uses.
That is a skill that if you don't use it on a regular basis, you lose that very quickly.
True. Very true. Anyway. But there's still lots of reading, yes. Lots of reading. Reading is good. I like storylines. Storylines get me invested. That's what makes a game for me. Like, I'm playing Soma at the moment. I'm playing it tomorrow. And it is scary for me to play that game. But the storyline got me hooked very on, so I'm going to push through it because I want to find out what happened. A lot of games are scary for the sake of being scary or flashy for the sake of being flashy, and I get bored because the story is not intriguing enough. It's not. I don't get invested in it. If I'm not invested in the story, then I'm not enjoying the game. For me, that's just me though.
But no, I mean that's fair though. I mean you could say that about a lot of people have that. Like if I'm not enjoying an aspect of the game, I'm not going to continue to play the game because it's just it's not for me. I think that's fair. I think that happens to a lot of people. If you're playing a game that you're not enjoying, then I tell everybody, if you're not enjoying the game, don't play the game.
Yeah, agreed.
Don't bitch about it. Like for me, I made a rule up that if I ever sat down to play a game and did it on stream, and I was not enjoying myself playing the game, I would stop and cut or either shut the stream down early or go to a different game. And I have done that actually. There was a stream that I had went through 3 different games because I couldn't stand any of them. And then went back to something else that I had been playing for a while. I'm like, we're just gonna go back and play this because so every game we picked out so far been shit.
Yes.
How do you handle a situation like that?
How do I handle a situation like that with games, with a game that I don't want to play anymore, for whatever reason?
Yep.
There's been a few of them. Things that I've gone, I haven't played that in a long time, like I just did with Alice the Madness Returns. It was fun for a single session, but I feel like because I'm a variety streamer, I at the beginning when I started streaming, I was like, I felt this pressure that if I start a game, I have to finish the game. And I still want to do that with a lot of games, but at the same time, it's like I'm not going to force myself to play a game just because I've started it. Because then I'm not going to be enjoying myself, which means no one's going to be enjoying the content. Simple as that. No one's going to enjoy watching me have a miserable time. I mean, people might. People are into weird things. But
okay, I think some people enjoy watching a miserable time if it's a miserable time for a purpose.
Yeah, like I mean, miserable
Like
is there's
you get
miserable.
terrified playing a horror story game, right? And
That's
so
no, that's a different thing. That's a different story. I mean, miserable as in I have absolutely no energy. I have no connection to this game whatsoever. I'm not invested. I just doing it, going through the motions. Like that's not fun. That's not
no,
fun. Then I just disengage from the game. I disengage from everything, and I don't want that. Chat doesn't want that. People don't want that. So I just don't play the game. I will either make an announcement in my Discord, or I will, if it's like the game I'm playing tomorrow and I'm streaming tonight, I'll say I'm not going to be playing that game tomorrow. We're going to start with something new. Simple as that. Technically don't need to explain myself, but
nope.
a lot of the time I also hyperfixate because ADHD brain. So I will go, cool, I'm going to play this game, and this game I'm going to play every available stream I have, because I usually have like 3 set streams a week and then 2 days where I can hyperfixate on something. Whether it's one game or try new games or whatever have you. And that's just me. I'm not going to try and change me because I started a game and I have to finish it. No.
Oh no, no, no.
So that's how I handle it. I go, cool. We started this game, not having fun, not going to continue. We're going to play something else. And we find a game, and then we find a game, we stick to it. Is because I'm enjoying the game and I'm enjoying the feeling it gives me. And that's what games are. You want to engage with them. You want to get taken to another world, or fight a dragon or ride a dragon or whatever. There's different
Ride a
things.
dragon?
Dragon riders, don't be dirty, Nori. Don't be dirty.
My.
Don't. Shush. Shush. Shush.
Yes, Smalls. Yes, exactly. Giddy up, Smog.
Okay, that is a different
Smog,
level.
You beast. Row.
Don't encourage him, Mel's. No! Thank you. Yes. Stop. So sorry you guys can't see him acting like an absolute lunatic right now, and it's amazing, and I wish I could clip Discord. Damn it. Okay. Yeah. This is fine. This is totally fine. Fine. I knew the minute I said it that would be the reaction. I knew it, and I did it anyway. I am to blame. Blame. Yes.
I wouldn't know what she's talking about.
I'm failing horribly. I'm failing horribly.
Just to let you guys know,
I'm almost done.
She's been like jerking you guys' chain and pulling you along. I've been making noises and over here, but faces? No, I've not been doing anything over here. I'm just sitting here stone cold, dead face. There's absolutely no fuss, no sus.
He lies. Fucking raptor over here.
I wouldn't know what she's talking about.
Greeny. Why? Oh, I love you, Greeny. I love you so much. That was amazing.
He's a bratty power bottom that has tantrums. You are not wrong on that.
Mm-hmm.
Not wrong on that. All right. We are, however, wrapping up. It is that time.
I knew it would only take me one drink. It would only take me one to get there.
Well, you've been doing an awful lot of talking, so we don't want to overtax your voice or anything else. Because you still there are those of us that still expect to see you on stream, in the
Yes,
upcoming
I'm playing
days.
Soma tomorrow. I need my voice so I can
We're
scream.
ecstatic for it.
Fantastic.
It is
Mm-hmm.
fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't want to overly kill you on this one, but we do want to thank you for giving us a wonderful evening. This has been a very enjoyable time for. I can't speak for everybody in chat, but I'm going to anyways because I think we've all been having an absolutely delightful time. We do love a good Danny Scream. It is fantastic. But you do have 2 questions on your way out the door and a third thing that you have to do for us before we're going to let you get out of here scot-free.
All right.
So you're not quite done yet. The first
That's
question.
Fine. This is good.
First question that you have to deal with is we are towards the end of 2024. 2025 is just around the corner. Between now and sometime this time next year, do you have any kind of like events or anything like that you want to raise awareness for? Be like, hey, look, we're going to do, I don't care, charity stream coming up, or I've got a subathon coming up, or whatever, what have you. Any big important events that you want to go ahead and start calling notice for now so we can let people know, hey, you got the sneak peek here about a fabulous Danny extravaganza.
Not in particular. There is something that I am working towards, but it is not it's not something I can talk about just yet. So keep your eyes on the socials. They are on the screen. Go and do a thing. Mostly Twitter is the same, Rambling Danny. I'm also on Blue Sky, also Rambling Danny because I have it everywhere. But yeah, keep an eye on those. Something in the next three or 4 months or so. I'm hoping to get some information I can actually share. And yeah, so keep an eye. Big eyes. Surprise project, indeed.
The biggest of eyes. Indeed. There's nothing wrong with a surprise project. We love a surprise project.
Ooh, surprise.
Surprise. Está bien. So bueno.
All right, what is next? You said there was more. Give it to me.
Sí. Una finale pregunta. Estás. Oh, I'm sorry. I hit the SAP button. Hang on a second.
Try again.
We usually like to ask everybody, and I've been slowly making a big collection of fantastic pieces of advice for new streamers. And so usually the last question we ask everybody is, and you can look at it either as talking to an early version of yourself or talking to a new streamer coming on the scene. You've been at this for a while now. If there was a piece of advice, a single thing, if somebody had told you back in the day that would have made life super easy for you, like would have been like, oh, ding, light bulb moment. Oh my God. If I had known that back then, do you know how much easier life would be for me right now doing this sort of thing? What is that one piece of advice that you think that you would give to a younger version of you, a fresh new streamer getting started, that thing that's going to, energize their life?
Don't know about energize, but it might make it more comfortable. And it's probably been said a lot, but I'm gonna put my own little thing on it, especially directed towards female-facing streamers. And that is be comfortable. Not necessarily with yourself, who you are, but what you're wearing, whether you're wearing makeup or not, whether you're wearing things. My first 3 months of streaming, I was frantic about the way I would look on stream, how I would present myself on stream, which sure can be important, but I've only been streaming since February, but coming down to now, there are days that I'm like, no, fuck it, I'm not putting makeup on. I don't want to do that. And that should be okay. You should be comfortable because there are people who have personalities that they have for Twitch, like a specific persona they put on. and that's okay. That is also okay. But if you're just streaming for you and you want to attract the people, who will stick around when you go, fuck it, I'm having a no makeup day today. My hair looks like shit. Fuck it, it's fine. You want those people. You don't want the people who are going to see you with no makeup and go, who the fuck are you? You know, why don't you have this on? Why aren't you doing that? You dress like shit. You don't want those people in your stream. You don't want them as part of your community. So be comfortable with you, and the people who come to your stream will be the ones you want to stick around. That's you're going to weed out a lot of very creepy people really soon doing that. So yeah, be comfortable with who you're projecting.
And you definitely want to get rid of the creepy people, because there's enough of them out there.
People. Yeah.
10 out of 10, no notes. Exactly. Right. Be comfortable in who you are. I think that's it's an important thing. And I don't know that it's been said yet.
Okay.
But
yeah, most people would say be yourself, or be true to yourself. Not everyone wants to be true to themselves on Twitch. They want to do a persona, and that's okay. But be comfortable for what crowd you want to attract, because there are a lot of creepy people. You are, like we said earlier, you're a public persona. The minute you hit that start streaming button for the first time, you become a public persona. So make sure you are comfortable being that persona or that person whenever you go live.
Hello, Mario.
Nori. With that, I'm gonna have my final sip. This thing lasted me 3 hours. Jesus Christ, Nori!
Last piece of thing that you had to do, and then we'll let you get out of here. We'll let you get to bed. See, I know you got a busy day at work before your stream starts up tomorrow.
I'm going to sleep after this?
Sure.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I'm not wired at all right now.
Not one bit. You have to select our raid target for this evening.
Ooh.
We have a collection of fantastic individuals who have sat through here. They have learned all about a fantastic Danny, watched her laugh her head off just with the rest of us. We've all had an enjoyable good time. And so your last piece of business that you are stuck with, the last thing that you have to do for us in this crowd is to suggest somewhere to go raid to, where we can go say hi and tell them about the fantastic information and all the fun that we've had with the Rambling Danny. We get to tell them all about Rambling Danny, tell them all about Talk Tuesday, tell them all about the fun that we've been having, and then we get to laugh at them because they've missed out on it.
Hales! We're going to go to see a Hales, because there are a few people who are live. But
Hales? Which Hales?
Hales Vanan.
Okay. Have to be careful, because there is a Hales and then there's a Haley too. But sometimes I've heard them called as Hales as well.
I was on. I forgot which tab I was on, and I saw Hales. So it's Haley. We're gonna go to Hales, Vanan, because there are a few people that I have live on my college channels. But I would like to go and see Hales. Hales has been a very, very amazing support from the new streamer coming on. So Hales, the whole regime team, just in general, have been fucking fantastic. And Nori.
The only thing that I was sad about is that you didn't have your camera turned on when we invaded your stream at DreamHack. The look on your face, I can only imagine, was absolutely priceless.
I'm very happy I didn't have my camera on. But yeah, it's through obviously I met Hales and them through
the Minkies.
Naki, through the Minkies and all of that. But I've branched out over the last three months or so. And I mean, obviously I knew you, but then I've met Mel's. I've met a whole bunch of other people who are just have become people I want to collaborate with, not only on stream, but just in general, people I want to know. I want to have them in my life. So
they're fantastic.
Let's go give
There's a lot of really cool and quite frankly amazing people out there that you get a chance to learn. I love the fact that Twitch for a lot of people is not a it ceased to become like a local community thing, and it's turned into this kind of like a global community, right? Like everybody is connected to somebody somehow, some way. You're getting out there, you're meeting, you're getting face to face with these people, you're interacting with them.
We literally started the stream speaking about the rules of separation between people and streamers and communities, and we're circled right. We've come full circle, Nori. We have come full circle.
That's the way that happens.
It's the way the cookie crumbles, no?
Yeah. Sí, está bien. Estás bien.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for having me, Nori. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for taking the time and coming out and hanging out and staying up extra late. I know it's really late for you. You have been a fantastic and amazing guest. We have enjoyed every moment spent with you here, and we look forward to seeing more of you in your stream and some upcoming shenanigan works. And yes, Mouse, when you get a hold of her, do your best T-Rex impersonation while you got her on cam. You'll watch her just like lose her shit as well. It's glorious. It's fun. It's fun. Just do the thing.
He has been doing T-Rex impersonations. Hey, thank you so much for hanging out, guys. Appreciate you.
You know, if this becomes a thing that we can just start shedding around, then I'm good with that. I think that'd be a fantastic thing. We do have. Yes. Did I make certain?
Yes.
Hang on, I'm gonna hold you hostage for a few more minutes here because it just suddenly dawned on me. No. I don't know that I remembered to do this. And if I didn't remember to do this, then this is going to be really bad.
What did you do? What did you not do? It's okay. It'll be fine. This is fine. This is fine.
It's not fine. It's not fine. It's not fine. There's a problem. There's a problem. Where's it at?
What is happening?
I did it.
I'm so confused. You guys are not alone. I'm confused. Oh, good. Oh, no.
Yes. Oh, good. Because you're confused. As long as I'm not the only one confused here, then that's I'm good. I don't want to be the only one confused here.
If I'm in the room, you'll never be alone being confused.
All right.
For sure.
There it is. I'm like, what? I did forget to do it, but I have now fixed it.
Okay. Okay. What have we fixed?
No. Don't worry about it. I got it. It's good. We're all good. Let's preview the finished puzzle so that people can see it. Look at all those lovely cookies. Cookies. Cookies.
Cookie.
All right. I am going to hit the end screen here. You have to give me like 2 seconds for me to cut over, but I will we'll say goodbye to everybody. You want to say goodbye to everybody before we dip on out of here?
Okay. Thank you so much for being here. And if for some weird reason you have just landed on this page and are not following the amazing No Rhythm, and you would like to see more Talk Tuesdays, or
that reminds me as well,
or anything else fantabulous, follow Nori. Do it. Do it now.
Thank you.
Do it now.
For reminding me of all of the other things that I'm like, oh, I forgot to do this. I forgot to do that. I am being a horrible host here on Talk Tuesday. Okay.
You're a fantastic host. Fantastic host.
Really?
You were too busy doing T-Rex hands.
There we go. So there should be a little heart up in the top corner. If it's not lit up, you're doing it wrong. I don't know how to tell you guys any other way. Then you're doing it wrong. If it's not lit up, what is wrong with you? Click it. You're going to don't want to miss a single moment of this fantastic streamer. And just because we can, we also do the, let's see if this one will give us a clip. Behave yourself.
I doubt it.
Not going to do it, so we'll do another one. That's fine.
It's not going to give me a clip. They don't like my Madison clips, man. They're like, no. Computer says no. Get into the wires, Nori. You're just going to keep going until it gives a clip.
Damn straight. Damn straight. My stream, I will do what I want. So there's where it timed out for the first one. It's going to time out on the second one. I can see that already.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
It's just clips of Madison and like my pet hooligan. That's all I've got.
I don't care.
Well,
I
he's
don't
busy
care.
attempting to do that. Yeah, I would appreciate follows and things.
Drop all the follows.
But it's all this. It's
Don't forget to like, subscribe.
ADHD crazy and random talking. And if Alex is involved in making me play a scary game like Madison, screaming. There will be screaming. Much screaming.
Let's not forget the occasional.
I have sound alerts active. And Nori and others take full advantage of. This is fine. Fine.
Taya,
Totally
we are
fine.
on
It's
our
all
way
good.
out, but we'll give it to you anyways while we're trying to get the shout outs to actually play
Hey,
something.
lady.
She would like to know, do you prefer waffles or pancakes?
Waffles. 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 All the waffles. More
All
waffles.
of the waffles. Waffle,
With extra
waffles.
Different types of waffles. Mochi waffles are fantastic. Mochi waffles are fantastic. Or you get a half mochi, half Belgian waffle, and you mix the recipe. And I did a whole Frankenstein thing. So good. I told you, the clips don't like me. It's fine. It's okay. We're working on it. It's a communication thing. We're working on it. Sometimes it likes me, sometimes it doesn't.
Your chosen person sneak away from you. So I guess we're just going to go ahead and go then.
We're going to go. We're going to do the thing.
We're going to go do the thing. We're going to do the thing. Okay.
Yes.
So
waffles are the best, lady. They are.
Hang tight. Don't go anywhere. Or at least wait for the end screen to come up. And then if you want to disconnect from the call, you're welcome to do that. I'm going to deafen while we go to the end screen. Again,
bye guys. Thank you for being here.
You have been a phenomenal guest. We really appreciate your time. And you have been amazing. And with that, there's the end screen. You guys, this has been an amazing, fantastic, and fabulous night spent with an amazing streamer. That's right, the one Rambling Danny. If you ain't following her by now, then you're doing it wrong. Go hang out. Go check out. Go see what's on up with all the fun. A big shout out to our Ragers, Bates Blog, and Zenlin. Thank you guys for coming in, bringing in your fantastic communities in here to hang with us as we've learned about another fantastic streamer. This has been a good time. I've had a good time. I hope you've had a good time. We are now going to go have another time. That's right. We're going to go say hi to a Hales Vanon. We're going to go raid over to them. That's who Danny has chosen. We're going to go say and tell them about all the things they missed out on learning here on Talk Tuesday. So, we do have raid messages. Snooze. We're not doing... Hell's Vanon. There we go. You get that all typed in. We actually have raid messages for our Talk Tuesday now. So get ready to copy, paste, and spam something new for the chat. You guys have been fantastic. And here we go. There's the new raid messages. Did it work right this time? It did work right. First one is for all you lovely followers. Second one's for all you lovely subscribers. Whichever one you can copy and do. Grab it, copy, spam, paste it. Get ready to spam it. Whatever you got to do. You know how this works. You guys have been amazing. You guys have been fantastic. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Next week we have on Talk Tuesday, we have a Bearded Waffle. That's right. Bearded Waffle is next week on Talk Tuesday. And then, our Friday is going to be, I think this Friday we're taking off. So there's no ER this Friday. There'll just be me doing some kind of weirdness this Friday, which will be fine. It'll be a good time. And then we'll try to get back to our story Saturdays on Saturday. Sunday is our FAFO group with the guys and, all of the rest of the fun stuff that happens in between. You guys have been amazing. Stick around. And until next time, continue to be the fantastic, fabulous, and amazing people that I already know you are. And until next time, well, you know how this goes. Bye for now.